Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I'm your whimsical DM, Victoria. Before we get into whatever's gonna happen tonight, we've got some announcements for you, and then a recap after that. So, Kristy, if you could be so kind as to roll the clip.
Welcome to the show, and now a word from our sponsors. First off, thanks to Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is a Canadian-based dice company that supplies all kinds of cool tabletop gear. Check them out on their Twitter at LittleDragonCo1 to stay updated on all their awesome products. Remember, you can use our brand new coupon code BONUS when you head over to littledragoncorp.com and get 15% off your order. Once again, the coupon code is BONUS, BONUS. Also thanks to Cardboard Castle Games. They are a lovely little brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. Remember to go check them out if you're in the area. Stop by and tell them that Proficiency Bonus sent you, and they might just give you 10% off your in-store order. If you're not in Evans, Georgia, don't fret. You can check them out online at their website, cardboardcastlegames.com. Also, big thanks to Sirenscape for the amazing atmospheric sounds and music. You can add these sounds and more to your game when you download the Sirenscape desktop or mobile app. The app is free and comes with 20 sound sets that are included when you get started. You don't even need to register. Go to Sirenscape.com to find out more. Additional thanks as well to Adrian Von Ziegler for providing some of the additional music we use here and on Wednesday nights. He's a talented composer with great content usage rules, so go check out his YouTube and Patreon and support him if you can. Don't forget to check out our other games. Our schedule is posted down below the Twitch feed. We stream basically every day here at Provo. We have games for several of the major published 5e modules, as well as some homebrew games, and some of our other games feature systems other than 5e, like Star Wars, Power Rangers, and Alien. Hopefully, we have something up your alley. We now have a community Discord with public channels. Please come check it out and come hang out with us. We are always welcoming new GMs, players, and other friends to our family. All experience levels are welcome, from veteran gamers to total newbies. We encourage people of color, LGBTQI+ nerds, and gamers to join us as well. I think that's everything. Back to you, DM.
Well, thank you, Kristy, for the live rolling of the clip. You can take a D6 of Bardic Inspiration.
Thanks.
And now, we're going to do a little recap. So let's kick it on over to our resident recapper extraordinaire, Ink.
Hello, it's me. I know what happened last week. Do you? Of course not. That's why I'm here. Last time on Wild Beyond the Witchlight, the party awoke in the inn at the end of the road and prepared to go after these goddamn Harengon. So, with a little bit of prep, we got our little froggy soldiers, our little froggy knights, and we made our way towards the large stump. And basically, there was a lot of talk about what we were going to do for our infiltration. There was like an attempt at throwing a familiar in there that didn't get super far with a lot of bad rolls. There was an attempt to sneak in where we were immediately spotted because of some bad rolls, mostly by me on both accounts. So we went into initiative. And Clover proceeded to start killing people left and right, making all of our problems go away as she one-shot Harengon and made their heads explode and twist backwards and all sorts of things. Setting them on fire, I believe. One of them just sort of like burned to a crisp. It was great. She's not doing too good. But the rest of the party all kind of spreads out and the Frog Knights infiltrated and started taking out the guards at the front. Ego found a little like hole in underneath the stump and was thinking, well, you know, Rabbit's burrow probably should go down. Slides down on in there and ends up right in the lair nest hoard of a black dragon. Not a super big one, but a black dragon nonetheless, which starts off a very, very tense situation that is very quickly interrupted by Aurum also falling down said hole and proceeding to immediately look for his shit inside of the dragon's treasure hoard while it sits on top of it. But the dragon did not attack us. The Harengon were taken care of, it would seem, for now. The entire party reconvenes with Ego and Aurum in the dragon's lair, And so begins a very tense negotiation. In exchange for our items, possibly our lives, and a few extra goodies. If Bavlorna could be defeated and her hut and ownership over all of the remaining, I suppose, after their next revolution, Frogfolk, if all of that could be handed over to her, then they will be even Stevens. Not wanting to battle a dragon, the party, for the most part, agrees, though Aurum hesitates. He has a very strict code on good and moral leaders, and he has been seeing none of that in any of their adventures so far, and so was refusing to swear fealty to this dragon, even if the entire rest of the party just wanted to do it to kind of avoid a fight. Through some words of appealing to his better nature from Clover and Ego, and some words telling him to swallow his pride from Dawn, eventually Aurum, though he does not want to, Lord did he not want to, he wanted to punch this dragon so bad, gets on one knee and kisses her ring. The party is able to take most of their items from her hoard. Aurum did not recover his bindle, which is also very sad. But there were some trinkets, there was some money, there was some possible magic items. And there is now only the need to go deal with the leader of the Harengon, who is being a little bit of a stinker and forgetting that the dragon is supposed to be in charge. So, moving their way back up into the stump, the party has begun to explore and kind of figure out where he may be hiding and what the rest of this little encampment has in store. That's what we missed. If you weren't there.
Nope.
Yep, Graph definitely not there. Yes, you may also take a d6 of Bardic Inspiration for your contributions to the stream. Let's see. Let me get one thing up. Oh boy. So.
There we go.
Alright. Let's get this. We get this. We get this. Perfect. Alright. So the group of you had just ascended the stairs out of Ixjarhatar's little, lair area, and, had found yourselves in a room. It appears, based on, what you were able to see with, Karma, it appears to be a fairly large room. It is by no means opulent, but it clearly belongs to, the leader of this group of brigands. There's a 4-poster bed, rickety and worn, towering on one side of the room, while a once beautiful wardrobe and desk are poised on the other. Collections of things are gathered here and there, but the room seems generally free of clutter. And you are emerging from a thin wooden door that's next to the bed that seems to lead to, as you know, the center base of that stump below. There's also a chest at the foot of the bed. And let's see. Yeah. That's it.
Right.
But you all have your little tokens there. And this little spot where Aurum is at, you noticed is a door that was barred, but the bar is just laying on the ground. But the chest is drawn in over here because it's not in the drawing. So it's this little rectangular square at the foot of the bed.
What's all this then?
What's all this then?
I was
Stay in
in
it.
the process of reaching for the handle.
You were.
Stopped.
I think I'm gonna sit beside the chest because I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Don will take an immediate look around to just see if there's anyone around. And when he doesn't see anybody, Clover's looking at the chest, right? You just said that?
Well, she's sitting down for a rest, but she is looking at the chest. I don't think she's opening it. I'm assuming it's locked or it has a lock on it.
Do you try it?
Can I look to see if it's like locked? Is there a
There is a keyhole on it. Yeah.
Oh, there is a keyhole on it.
Mhm.
Is there like a latch or is it just a keyhole?
Keyhole.
I'm gonna, because I'm really sore, I'm just gonna use my pack magic and do detect magic, so I'll let my eyes do the nocturnal cat reflection
Mm-hmm.
and cast detect magic. Just to make sure, because this guy seems really tricky and really powerful, and if this is important to him, he probably is trying to protect it.
Yeah. Let's see.
And I'll look around the room too if the chest isn't magical.
The chest is magical.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Let me tell you what you see. Give me 1 second. You see a kind of, like pinky, like a pink aura around the chest. It appears to be infused with enchantment magic.
Oh. It's an enchanted chest. It's pink. Well, the magic's pink.
I hate to break it to you, Flower, but I have no idea what that means.
Flower.
Is pink magic good?
I mean, it can be good, but it could also be kind of dangerous.
Pink is such a bright color.
It's a nice color.
Everything would be better if it was more desaturated.
Can I, like, sweep my gaze around the room to see if there's anything else pinging? Outside of this chest?
Yeah. Let's see.
Under the bed, since I'm on the floor already.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries. Aurum, is that door magical? Is he gonna touch a trap?
The door is not magical.
Okay. Gets electrocuted, touches the doorknob.
I'm a poopy lion now.
That'd be really cute, though.
Around the rest of the room, you do not see anything magical.
Okay.
Is anyone else doing anything, like, within the first, like, 10 seconds that you're up here, or, like, or we're gonna go right to Aurum if not?
I mean, not with Aurum. I don't think that Don is, like, concerned with Aurum throwing open doors. He figures, man must be kind of mad anyway.
Yeah.
And he's like, look, I don't like dealing with ordinary clients. I'm gonna check to see if there's anything on this desk that's of interest.
Okay. Let's see. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just checking. I would say on the desk you find a like crude burlap sack that appears to kind of just be like sitting on it. Let's see. What else? There's probably, you would find like notes, roughly written down notes, basically like listing out like haul, like, or bounty that has been collected. And in one column is predominantly like magical items and like very valuable weapons, and then in another is more like basic supplies. And there is also an inkwell and a quill. Maybe like a little decanter, crystal decanter with some sort of amber-colored liquid in it that's kind of sitting on the desk with like a little glass.
Amber-colored liquid. It better not be coffee.
No, it's kind of like an orangey, like golden color.
Oh, maybe for like a stamp or something.
Yeah.
Or like fancy.
It's like it's a decanter that like you would see like
for brandy.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's like an
drink.
alcohol or something.
It's some sort of.
It's Fireball.
Yeah, you're good. Maybe.
I want to look in the.
Lightning bolts.
I want to look in the sack, but I'll let other people do their things first.
Okay, well, I want to give you the sack first, because Aurum doing the door, we're gonna get to some things from that.
Off, yeah.
Yeah, so when you open up that sack, you would find,
sample.
There are these, like, brown, misshapen, but, like, vaguely round, like, balls. Like, little, like, things that have this sort of, like, almost, like, rough, like, texture. And they're, like, a little smelly. When you open the bag, it's, like, a very earthy, like, savory smell. Would you say, did Don ever, like, treat himself to fancy food, or was he much more practical, like, the cheapest packet of ramen that he could find?
I feel so called out.
He definitely doesn't eat the cheapest pack of ramen that he could find, because, unfortunately, being completely practical and business-like means that he's not, like, he doesn't not take care of himself. And he's like, I can't just eat the cheapest thing that I can find because that's unhealthy. So I actually have to spend a good amount of money on food that's actually good for me.
Yeah, would Don have ever, like, gone out to dinner, like a fancy dinner with, like, clients?
Yeah,
like, people
probably.
that are looking to invest? Okay, you know what these are. These are truffles.
Oh!
I found...
These are fancy truffles. These are, like... These are a lot of money. And there's a bag full of them.
Yeah. Yoink.
One of those definitely, like, has, like, a bite taken out of it with, like, 2 big rabbit teeth.
Of course. well, he's not gonna say anything about it right now, but he will, like, put that away for after they get out of here to tell everyone that he found her truffles.
Aw.
Nice. Alrighty. Unless anybody has anything else, final call. Yes.
I didn't, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Sorry, I'd been...
You're good.
I just wanted a quick refresher on whether this satchel that I've set my token up in front of has been looked at. Was that the sack, or was the sack a different thing? This little blue bag in the corner?
Let me... Hold on, I have something over it on my GM layer, so let me move that.
It's another mimic or something, and I'm gonna get attacked.
No, that has not been looked at.
I would like to look at that then, please.
Okay, yeah, roll a dexterity saving throw. No, I'm kidding. You
I
open up...
really was about to be like...
Yeah, you open this one up. You find a variety of carrots. You find some scarves of various different colors. You would also find a 6-sided die in there that appears quite well made, of like a very fine ivory. And the little pips are painted like probably, yeah, like black, like very standard ivory and black dye. And there is also like some sort of like a shawl or a cloak that you can see in there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Ego is like taking them out and looking at them. I will, if it's been around the same time that people have been investigating, I won't like, unless people tell me to stop and try and magically identify things, I will wait on it. I will throw one of those scarves over or around my neck, preferably a green one or a red one.
Oh yeah, there's, yeah, well, let's see, there's, I'm gonna roll a d8 for me.
Yeah, sure, go for it. Ooh. That's gonna be a 7.
It's actually, there's not a green one, but there's a like a deep indigo scarf that's in there.
Yeah,
and it's like a kind of like thicker, like knit. It's very like plush and soft, like alpaca wool.
Ooh, oh, that's so comfy. I would put on the shawl as well, but Ego's just sort of been picking through that, and I've been slowly adding things to my clothes. I will put this whole satchel on though. I am gonna take the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, sure. Do you put the satchel on, or the not the satchel, the shawl?
You know what? Yeah, let's say shawl, and then it was scarf.
Yeah, when you go and like put on the
Customized.
shawl, it like billows out around you like very dramatically.
Aw, hell
It's like-
yeah, cloak of billowing.
Ooh,
fancy.
You need to know the amount. So Ego is wearing a hat made out of
All
the corpse.
layers.
Hat made out of the corpse of a thingy of a I forget what it's called off the top of my head.
The dark
I've
mantle.
got the dark mantle. I've got the my now dyed black, like ripped up froggy noble clothes. I've got the cape with moss and the billowing shawl and the scarf and the big bejeweled belt.
Mm-hmm.
I have all of these. Ego just keeps
Yeah.
putting things
Pile it on.
on.
It's like when all the best gear in an RPG is from different armor sets, and so then you show up looking like an absolute clown.
Absolutely.
Just chaos incarnate.
She looks like a fantasy merchant that has a backpack that's like 2 times as big as she is. But yeah, I will throw the shawl on, see that it billows, be like, oh wonderful, and then put the bag strap over. And I will also be eating a carrot because Ego's hungry.
Yeah, they're big and they're very crunchy.
Launch.
So as all of you are doing this, Aurum, you go for that door.
This door is Doran.
This door is Doran. Yeah, so this door, like, has, like, a sliding mechanism, sort of, and you push it open, and you see before you, your 3 bullywug knights that you had sent in while you guys were going down and having like your little battle. They appear to have some like wounds, some like little marks on them from battle, but are overall in decent condition. You do notice on all 3 of them. Well, what's your passive perception?
15.
Okay, yeah, so you would see on all 3 of them, like on their cheek or on their like gullet or their hand, each of them has this triangular mark of 3 rabbits running in a circle that appears freshly burned into their skin, which makes sense because you can see at the fireplace where you knew, based on what Ego had described to you, were 2 Harengon that were playing cards. Those 2 are tied up now, but the bullywugs are in this moment, like, basically, like, looking around, turning things over. One of them is, like, running out to look around, and it appears they're looking for someone, and you can see, just to your left, is Agden Longscarf, crouched down, untying the Harengon who had been captured and tied up, by your bullywug knights. And he's just crouched down and is, like, actively, like, unbinding them.
Where is his weapon at the moment?
On his belt.
Can I try to run up and steal his weapon? While he's distracted.
Well, so here's the thing. This all is, like, here's the thing. This is all what you see, like, in this moment as you open this door. But this door, what you realized when you open it, was behind the bookcase in this room. And so the whole bookcase slides.
Oh, yeah.
Because you opened the door.
Obvious.
Yeah, so the 2 of the bullywugs that are in there turn around and look, and they see that it's you, and they begin explaining to you, like,
My point.
we caught these 2, but then somebody else with a big scarf, like, Agden came out and branded all of them, and then he vanished, so they're looking for him now.
Kill the rabbits! Kill those rabbits!
So if you tell them to kill the rabbits, they'll say to you that that is, like, against their code of honor and chivalry, and that whenever possible they want to show mercy so that their enemies can be properly tried in Bullywug Court, and then have their heads chopped off. So, like, we're basically gonna roll initiative.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Useless pollywogs.
this is all happening right now.
Kill the rabbits. Yeah, so
Stop
we need to
biting
take
me.
them to court. Like, you can't.
You can't.
Great.
Let
Fucking
me
Agnes.
switch.
Well, you're gonna
Right.
start biting me again. No.
No.
Oh,
He's crazed.
I also forgot that Ego's wearing something else because my trinket I got was a pair of glasses frames that are shaped like butterfly wings.
Aw,
So also those.
you're so chaotic. My goodness.
Absolutely.
I love it.
All right.
Curse this man.
Oh boy.
1 second while I get all of this set up. Okay.
Oh, Chloe.
About right.
Hi.
7 hit points.
Oh, you know what? Not much better for me, girlfriend.
Wait. What'd you get? Hang on.
6
Oh, okay.
plus 4, 10.
Okay.
And then
Wow,
I'll
the dice tells the story. I fucking love it.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, that tracks.
one moment. And they have a dexterity. Okay, so they. And then the froggies. That's cacked. Okay, 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
18.
Okay.
18.
Rabbit Man probably beat me and is probably gonna brand me, and then I'm not gonna be able to see him. Evil rabbit.
Alright, any other 20 to 15? 15 to 10.
10.
Okay.
Don't you bite me. Don't do it.
Don't
do it.
And then I believe,
Oh.
Clover, you're not in 10 to 5, are you?
I got a nat 1, baby. So that's a 4 total.
Okay, Clover, bringing up the rear.
Stop. I love you too. Stop.
He wants attention, Daddy.
He needs it.
He
He's
needs
a
the
baby.
attention.
He's just a little baby. Okay. Yeah, so let's see, what's the situation here? So first up is Agden, 'cause he has a really high dexterity. Wow, who would have guessed it? So he sees you appear, Aurum, and he's going to spend his action untying the Herringon. Let me just make a quick sleight of hand check to see. Yeah. He, at the end of his turn, he successfully unties the 2 Herringon brigands that are there, so they are no longer restrained by the bindings that were put around them. Yeah, that's gonna be his turn. He has to spend his whole turn doing that. But then at the end of it, he is basically standing up and is looking ready to do something, which leads us to Aurum.
I still want to try to steal his weapon because I feel like that's what he's branding people with.
Yeah, he does have that branding iron. He also has a dagger.
Oh, I want the branding iron. That's what I want.
Yeah.
That one specifically.
What kind of check to try to take somebody's weapon? Grapple check?
I think that's the closest,
Yeah,
unless you use the, I think, optional disarming rules, but he's not technically holding it, so I feel like a grapple is fair.
Yeah, because he's not quite entered combat in that sense of holding it, so I think probably a grapple check makes the most sense to me.
I think that's a fair.
Yeah, it's cool with me.
So you use the attack action to make a special melee attack.
Okay.
You will make an athletics check, contested by his athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay.
You basically gotta grab him and pull it out of his belt there.
I rolled a 16 plus 6 for a 22.
You grab the branding iron off of his belt.
Oh, thank God.
He rolled.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, he got a 20. Dirty 20.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you snatch that branding iron off of his belt. And at first he was kind of looking at you in a very smarmy, shit-eating way, and you take that branding iron off of him. Roll a quick insight check for me.
That's a 2. That's a 5.
Okay, yeah, I mean, he looks pretty angry that you did that.
Yeah. That's fair.
Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
I still have a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cast Zephyr Strike, I guess.
Okay. Do you get an attack as part of casting that?
No.
No? Okay, it's your next attack?
Yeah. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on a weapon attack.
Okay.
Lasts for a minute.
Very good. Anything else?
That's it.
Alrighty. Next up is going to be the brigands. Yeah, so the brigands are untied. They spend half their movement standing up. And they see you, like, coming after their leader. So they are going to grab... Because they have been disarmed. They're gonna just grab stuff that is around. This one that's at the back is going to pick up the deck of cards that they were playing and chuck it at your head. The one that's closer to you picks up a mushroom and swings it at you.
Okay.
So they are doing improvised weapons. So let me pull that up. Okay. Yeah, so they'll only get this much damage.
It's so hard.
Okay. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just making sure that I'm doing this right. Yeah. Okay, the deck of cards. Getting chucked at your head. Jesus, that went on an epic journey. Yeah. An improvised weapon. Yeah, so I guess you don't technically have proficiency with it, so it's just gonna be... Let's see, so does a 16 hit?
Of course it does.
Okay, so you're gonna get hit with the deck of cards to your head.
Fair.
You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Oh, sorry, wait. That's rolled with advantage, so let me just see. Because they have pack tactics. Nope, okay. The second one, that grabs a mushroom that's growing out of the ground and swings it at you. Another 16, oddly enough. Although this one's with strength because he's doing melee.
Yeah.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage from the
Jesus
mushroom.
Christ. That's a strong mushroom.
They only get to roll a d4. Yeah.
Con saves. I'm Zephyr Strike's down.
No, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I feel bad about that. Yeah, and then that's their. They're gonna start moving. I think like this one at the back is gonna run. They have 30, so 5, 10, 15, and he goes and starts to open this door. But that's as far as he can move. This one is gonna stay and try to help Agden fight you.
That's fair. Oh, I need that.
Ego. Instantly there's the sounds of bunny fighting. As you're like putting on this cloak, noticing the lovely billow, and you just hear like bullywogs shouting. You hear Harengon shouting in their Cockney accents.
Fair enough. I don't know that it is Agden yet. So what I would do is I would draw my rapier and I would start a blade song, just naturally. Get a little kick in my step, which is super fun with my nice flowing cloak. And I would move the 10 feet here. Can I see that it's Agden here?
Yeah. You see, well,
Alright.
You don't even see him. You just see the slightly billowing, slightly glowing, like, sky blue scarf.
And I know.
Yeah, and you know.
So, let's see. With Blade Song, I do have 40 feet, so that's 10, let's see, 15, 20, 25. So I can get here. With my movement. And I do hold my rapier up at him, and I'm like, Agden, do you remember me? To try and get my rapier all up in his face. But what I would like to do for my action, actually, is take the little thing that the dragon gave me and try and slip it into a pocket.
Yeah.
Does he have a pocket?
Yeah. He does. He has pants. And a little like vest.
I would like to try and do that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's got pants. He's got like a little vest. He also has like some armor on that has like little pockets. So yeah, roll me a sleight of hand check.
No matter what it is, I know I want to use my D6 for the day for that. So
Okay.
I am good at sleight of hand, and that was pretty good. Plus, okay, another one. 22 sleight of hand.
Yeah, you get right up in his face and just reverse pickpocket and drop the scale into his pocket. It's small. It's very light. It's like almost not that much heavier than a feather. And you drop it in his pocket. He doesn't seem to notice.
Does he still have a scar?
Yes, he does have a
fireball?
burn scar. There's like some little hairs growing in patches, but in other places the skin is a bit melted.
Ego tries to smirk, and so just the side of her face kind of twitches and her eye twitches. So it's sort of like, remember me? And I had my turn.
Yeah, he looks at you with disdain, and says, "Well, how could I forget a mug as ugly as yours, darling?"
Now you have one to match.
Oh, got him! Nice. Next up is Dawn.
Alright. Dawn is kind of back here, so 5, 10. Oops.
No, here, I'll
Take
move
Clover
her.
with you.
15,
Ah!
20, 25, 30. What's all this then?
What's all this then?
Yeah. He basically
stay in
just
it.
walked into the room, and he's like, okay, great. He's gonna cast Bless, I suppose. He can see, like, everybody, so... Bless on Clover, Bless on the Lion Man, Bless on Ego.
Nice. So what does that give everybody?
D4
And what does it look like?
A D4 to everything.
Nice.
I don't know what it looks like. I think grass blooms underneath their feet. It's
Yeah.
real subtle.
Cute. Hell yeah. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
That's blesses my action. I don't have any bonus actions, so yeah.
Okay. Next up is the Knights. They see that their quarry have escaped their binds, although they do not know how or why. So, this one...
They branded.
They all have the 3 running
Yeah.
rabbits
Right,
in a
that's
triangle
right.
branded on them. Yeah. So, this one that's up near Dawn is going to croak at the brigand fighting Aurum. Let's see. Target needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Oh, that might make it. Oh, it does not make it. No, wait. It does. By 1 point. DC was 12, it rolled a 13. This one is going to croak at the Harengon Brigand that appears to be trying to open this door. This Harengon Brigand fails and is charmed, so I will put a little heart on him. This one will run in 5, 10, 15, 20, and will croak. No, this one's not gonna croak. This one's gonna come in, and he produces a... He takes out like a very long glaive, and is going to swing it at this Harengon. Oh yeah. Yeah, he hits him. And he does. 6 points of slashing damage to that one. Yeah, so he slashes this glaive like across the back of this Harengon that's harrying Aurum, and just this like big line of red blooms on the bunny's back as he begins to bleed. Oh, he gets 2 glaive attacks. 12. The second one misses. Cool thing though, the croak is a bonus action, so this one is gonna come up, and with his 10 feet of reach is gonna also swing at that one.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna miss.
We came back with soldiers, jerk.
He misses, unfortunately, both times. And this one is gonna take a swing at the one in front of him. No, he's not. Because that one's charmed by him. He is going to look at this brigand and say, why don't you just take a seat on the ground and I'll handle everything that's going wrong here? What do you say? And the brigand is looking at him amenably. So yeah, that is going to be their turn. Which brings us to Clover.
Oh boy.
You hear combat.
I guess I use half my movement to stand up.
Yeah.
I only have 15 feet left, so could I fly to hover at Dawn's shoulder to look over to see if I can see anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your little token peek.
Yeah, you can see that you're, these 2 bullywug knights that are in here are brandishing these very long, silvery metal-looking glaives. One of them, his glaive is bloodied. You can see that Dawn is casting a spell, and you kind of feel this more magic wash over you. You see a long blue scarf that is just billowing in this room.
If only I had my boomerang. Can I see this one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot that one.
Okay.
And then 4.
Oh, nice.
Plus 3 to hit.
Wait, that was a 3 to hit or a 19 to hit?
19 plus 3 is the bless, right? The bless is for attacks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's
applies
for
to
everything.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
Okay. I aim. Well. I aim for his foot.
Okay, that's good because you are gonna. Yeah. At the last moment, instead of going right for the eye, because you would have hit him right through the eye again.
She's last second, shit.
Yeah, you aim down at his foot. His foot gets pinned into the wood beneath you, and this Harengon is basically just screaming, and is in pain. And I would say he technically doesn't go unconscious yet, but is effectively unconscious because he's his foot is pinned. He can't fight. He's bleeding out from his back. He's gonna go unconscious.
I literally wanted to pin him so he couldn't move. So perfect.
Yeah. So we can consider him donezo in this instance. Goodbye, sir.
Clover, what?
Yeah.
Why are you so vicious? My goodness.
Is there anything else you would like to do on Clover's turn?
No. I'm just gonna hide behind Dawn.
Okay.
I lost
Good
all my
stuff.
movement.
Let me oh my god. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? What are you gonna do, buddy? Yeah, so now it's Agden, who sees all of this stuff going on, and is not a happy camper about it. So he is going to... Where is it? He's gonna make a long jump of 20 feet. You do get an opportunity to attack at him, however, he is fleet of foot, so it is at disadvantage for anyone who would like to make it. So he basically is gonna pop, like, right over, like, right past Ego for 5, 10, 15, 20. He actually, like, lands on his brigand and knocks the brigand to the ground and is, like, standing on him. And then we'll take a step back over here. Is anybody making an opportunity attack? It would be Aurum and Ego. No? Yeah?
I want to save for a shield or a silvery barbs.
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1? Yeah, that's not gonna hit. I'm sorry. I have to... Where is it? Ruler. Yeah, he is going to cast Lightning Bolt. In a line right here. He's going to target all 3 of the Bullywugs, and Clover and Dawn will be hit by it. Let's see, if it's 5 feet wide... And he's casting it, like... Let me...
Kristy.
Okay. Hang on, I still have the D4.
He will catch his brigand in it in order to hit Clover, and he does not care.
Well, I rolled a nat 20, so I had to re-roll, and then I got a 17 plus 4, so it's pretty much the same roll.
Oh boy. Okay, so...
I don't think it's gonna matter, I think I'm out.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 people. Wait, can Aurum, you can heal, right?
I have healing potions.
Okay.
So... Yeah. So everybody gives a dex save.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn,
yeah.
what did you roll?
I rolled 19.
Okay, you save. You will take half damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then Clover, what did you get?
21 total.
You save. You'll take half damage. His brigand also well, he's prone. So it's at disadvantage, I believe.
That's
Isn't it?
correct.
He still saves. He's okay. The Bullywugs.
God, that is all of them, huh?
And they're wearing, like, metal.
It's perfect
Yeah.
for chaining it, like they're the conduit.
They're the conduit through which... Yeah. Okay, so the one that's closest to him... Oh my god, my dice rolled and bounced and landed on another dice, but there is a face facing perfectly up. That's so weird. Okay.
That works.
That's cool.
The first one saves.
You did that with a D20? Wait a second.
Yeah,
I
it
thought you were
bounced
saying
up.
a D6.
No, a
Holy
D20
shit.
bounced up.
D20.
It bounced up onto a D10. It was weird. The second one, that one will save, and then the furthest one fails.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm done.
Bye-bye.
I'm done.
Ten, 20, 32 points of lightning damage. Halved to... Is that 16? For everybody except for this one at the back takes 32.
I go unconscious.
That's like my entire hit point pool. 16.
That also
Okay.
means Bless is gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 34 hit points now. And then they lose. So minus 16. Minus 16. Okay. So Clover, that damaged you like to unconscious and then back to your full HP pool.
Yeah, it was all gone.
She's saying she was at full HP and went all the way to 0.
I mean,
Oh,
no. So I had 7 left. So
Mhm.
it didn't take me all the way, but if like the full chunk of it is like my entire hit point pool.
Oh yeah. So she went like -7.
So I went.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Negative halfway.
okay.
Negative
So
half.
She's not dead.
you did not take the amount of damage that would basically after 0 take you to your full hit point
No,
value.
I see what you're saying. No, I didn't account
Okay.
for that. No.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. So you are just unconscious.
Gotcha.
However, Agden is not. He doesn't care about capturing you all anymore. You don't have
Right.
anything of value to him. He knows who you are, and he's already taken everything you have, and he does not like that you all are here. This is, like, lethal damage.
Yeah.
So, Dawn, you also go unconscious. Here, I'll give you guys little skulls.
Oh, don't do that.
She went great! And, yeah, that is... Let's see, yeah. He moved... oh. And this one dies. This Herringon dies straight up. Like, he gets fried by this lightning bolt. So he moved 20 feet with that. 25... And then he looks at the rest, the remaining 2 that are up, and your knights, and is like, lovely seeing you all, but, gots to go, and starts heading like he's gonna run away. So 30, 35, 40, 45, 50... 55, 60, 65, 70. So both of the bullywugs get to make attacks of opportunity at him, and actually, all 3 of them do, because they have a 10-foot reach. So they're gonna all do it. The first guy... Sorry, y'all, this is like the minions. He's a 14 to hit. First one misses. The second one misses. That's a natural 2. The third one, come on. Oh, he just misses. Okay, so Agden runs out of this hut. Or, like, the space. And with that, Aurum. Dawn is down. Little Cat is down. Your frogs have been electrocuted. Agden also killed one of his own to do this.
Yeah. I'm gonna run forward and force feed a potion to Dawn. That's action, right?
Yes.
4, 5. 7 points of healing.
Hell yeah. Dawn, you're breathing again, your eyes open. You're on the ground.
Okay.
Looking up at your lion, your super best bud, lion man.
Hey, you gotta take care of little cat. I'm gonna run. Alright, see you later. These squares are 10 feet of movement, right?
These squares are 5 feet.
Oh, they are 5 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
25, 30. I'm gonna try to smack him.
Do it.
It's 18 plus stuff.
Yeah.
18 plus 6.
That'll hit.
For 8 points of damage. And I have a thing.
You said 8?
Yeah, that's 8 points of damage, but I'm also going, because I hit him, I'm going to mark him as my favorite foe.
Okay,
So
what does that do?
The first time on each of your turns that you hit the favorite enemy and deal damage to it, including when you mark it, you can increase that damage by 1d4.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna put a little flag icon on him.
So that 8 damage becomes 11 damage instead.
So you got an additional 3.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You slash him, like, right across his back, and your claws go through his leather armor, and make contact with the soft bunny rabbit Harengon flesh below. And you hear him go like, "Youch!"
Not so tough when you can't hide from everybody, right?
Shit, yeah, he doesn't have his, Oh wait, you know what? They wouldn't have been able to hit him. I just remembered, they can't see him. They wouldn't have been able to hit him anyway.
That's true.
That's fair.
They all missed, so... it would have been at disadvantage, and they already all missed. But yeah. Anything else you want to do?
That's my turn.
Yeah. Okay. The brigands are unconscious, so next up is going to be Ego.
Okay. If I see that Dawn's getting up, I'm not letting this dude get away again. So, I'm gonna use my bonus action to hex him. Eyes go black for a second. You know, form that nice little kind of like inky black rune on him. Kind of bubbles up to the surface.
Yeah. What are you hexing?
I will hex his dexterity checks. It's checks, not saves. But so if he tries to hide, he will have disadvantage. Because that would be stealth. I have 40 feet of movement, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I am also fast. Doing my little ballerina dances.
Yeah.
And I will attack flanking with Aurum.
Yeah.
With my rapier.
Do it.
The noble thorn of the frog knights. The higher roll being a dirty 20.
That just hits.
Okay. Damn, I could have made that a green flame blade actually, but I didn't say it. So anyway, that is 9 piercing damage, and then my hex also goes off for 4 necrotic damage for a total of 13.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you stab like right into his thigh, and that like black dark magic seeps out of the wound, and you hear him like let out kind of a pathetic squeal of pain as you do that. He's not happy that happened. Anything else you want to do?
Ego is just when I say the hex and also when I'm stabbing him, is like, Agden be nimble, Agden is quick, Agden is going to suck a big, and then it gets cut off.
Yeah. Amazing, I love it.
Got him.
It gets
him.
cut off as he yelps. Because I stab him right when I go to say it.
Hell yeah. Alrighty, good turn. Next up is gonna be Dawn. You're laying on the ground, but you're awake.
Yeah. Everybody else is doing stuff and being useful. I'm going to. I can't remember if I already used. Can't remember if I already used some lay on hands from last time. From last session. I can't remember.
I think you did, but I don't think you used all of them.
You only used about like 5 or so points. You definitely have more.
Yeah.
Oh, roll.
And
yeah, you didn't use 10.
then I'm gonna give her my remaining 5 to get her back up.
Okay. What does that look like?
Fucking just glowy hand, pat her on the head. Get up, get the fuck up.
Get the fuck up. Clover,
Get up, soldier, we
your eyes-
are leaving.
yeah, your eyes open and you see that Dawn is kind of like aggressively patting your head, being like, get the fuck up. But yeah,
Thank you.
anything else you'd like to do, Dawn? You're technically like, if you want to stand up, you can do that. So you technically were prone.
Yeah, I'll stand up and I guess I'll start moving closer, like 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, for sure. Good stuff. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Alrighty. Next up is going to be the Knights. They are going to... They've used their Croak of Charming. They are going to all jump after... So...
They can't see him, but they see us stabbing.
They can they see you stabbing and they can still hear him. They can't see him.
Right.
So, but they can see like what you guys are doing. So 5. What's their speed? 10, 15, 20. And they just kind of like, they tell Aurum and Ego to like duck. This one says like, watch your head, and just takes like a big glaive swing. And is
I
gonna
duck
try
down
to
so fast my hat stays up in the air and it goes in
Yeah.
between my head and my hat, then it falls back down.
It's gonna roll with disadvantage. Oh, it hits.
Yeah.
With disadvantage, the lower roll was a 17 on the die.
Yes.
So that's a 22 to hit. And they will do 5 points of slashing damage as the glaive makes contact with something. The second one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This one will dash 35, 10, 15, 20, 20. This one's basically going to start taking defensive position to block the walkway. 5, 10, 15, 20. This one will do the same thing. And 25, 30, 5, 10, 15. So both of them, they basically each stand on the either side of this like walkway and like hold their glaives out. So like basically they'll both hear if something runs by them, and they're also near the water, which they can swim in very fast. The but they're trying to back you guys up. Clover,
Oh boy.
you are laying on the ground, but you're alive.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. She fights off the urge to just crawl into a ball and cry, and she's gonna stand up with half her movement.
Mhm.
5, 10, 15. Can I see anything?
You sure can. I mean, it's kind of like blocked partially by Aurum's like burly body in the way there, but you can see that Aurum and Ego appear to be in active combat with Agden, who is trying to basically like fake out and dodge past them. One of the bullywugs is trying to assist, but clearly does not know where Agden is, however, was able to strike him, and the other two have run past and are trying to basically form like a little barricade on the pathway to stop someone from going by.
Okay. I'm gonna just try to shoot him, I guess.
Okay. Roll to shoot.
Oh boy. I don't think that hits. 18.
That does not
Oh,
hit.
I have a D6! Inspiration.
Go for it. Yeah, do it.
I'm gonna...
Come on. Come on, 2!
Hey!
Let's
Yeah,
go!
that'll hit. Yeah, that's a 22 total to hit. So roll some damage.
Yes, ma'am.
Get him, girl.
Not bad.
Ooh, damage.
Nice.
7 damage. I think that one went for his shoulder.
Yeah. It like probably like digs into his shoulder right at the top of like Aurum's like claw marks and like gets that much deeper into him. He's not looking happy. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Just start to like hover. Start to like go get some height, and that's my turn. I'm not gonna do anything else.
Okay. Yeah, so it's Agden's turn. Ego, roll me a quick insight check.
Quick insight check coming up.
Oh, it's for the dragon.
17?
Yeah, Agden's panicking. He's trying to look, like, trying to keep his composure and just be looking angry, but you can see underneath that, like, normally, like, Heron eyes, they have, like, those really, really big irises, much like a bunny rabbit. You can see the whites of his eyes. They're, like, his eyes are rolling around as he's looking around. He's shaking, like, he's panicked. He is going to cast a spell. He spends his bonus action, he says something under his breath, like basically like a spell in Sylvan, and pats his scarf, and like the scarf begins to like almost vibrate with like electrical energy, and his body seems like it's moving even faster. He's casting Expeditious Retreat on himself. And he is going to try to run away. Let's see. So he is going to... He, like, does a little fake out and goes, like, this way, but then there's, like, 5, 10, 15, 20. When he's here, he's going to try to just, like, jump past everybody for 20 feet. He gets an attack of opportunity from literally, like, all 5 of you that are in that space.
But
the Bullywugs are at
disadvantage,
disadvantage. Yeah, everybody's at disadvantage. He's fleet of foot.
Nope.
I'll go for it this time.
Yeah. One of the Bullywugs gets a natural 20. No, wait.
Nice.
Disadvantage.
At disadvantage, yeah.
Oh, another
Mine's a
natural
10, so I
20.
miss.
Let's go.
Okay.
I got a double nat. Okay. That one
So-
really wants him.
Yeah, so what did you get?
That's
Ego?
funny because I rolled a
10.
double nat one.
Oh my goodness. And then the last one. That's cracked. Not one.
I might still be able to shoot a firebolt at him.
Yeah, so this first one, like, Agden basically, like, pushes off of him, like, with his strong rabbit feet, and, like, this bullywug, like, gets slammed into the trunk of the tree there, and he completely whiffs with a nat 1. He dodges around Ego and goes to jump, like, across this, like, space here. One of them misses, but this one that's here at the end, connects with him, like, fully. That was not great damage, but he gets 8 points of slashing damage on Agden. Agden's not looking good at all.
I
There's-
might be able to clip him with a firebolt.
There's blood everywhere, as he is running past. So yeah, he goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30... Wait. Sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He goes pretty far. I don't have the space on the map, but he's dashing out of there.
Fair.
So at this point, he gets like... He's 55 feet away from, like, the group of you, roughly.
Okay.
Aurum, you're up.
If he's only 55 feet away from me,
Mm-hmm.
I have a movement of 35, and I can dash. So I'm gonna get back up to him,
Yeah.
dashing with my action, and then I'm gonna attack with my bonus action because yeah,
Oh. Wait, you can do that?
I have 2-weapon fighting.
Oh, I thought you had to take...
Do
You
I
can
have
do that
to
without
take an
taking
action?
You
the
have to
attack
make
action?
an attack with your action to
Oh,
then...
that's so
yeah, I
dumb.
think you... But you're still in his range, which means that if he runs
You'll get
again,
another attack of
you'll get...
opportunity.
Yeah.
Sorry. I might have
Well.
something else.
I'm gonna just keep everybody, like, in this general vicinity for now, because there's no more squares.
Do you have a ranged attack? Something you can shoot or throw?
Well, no, because I used my action to dash up to him.
Oh well, I meant I'd been.
If I
instead
no,
of
I don't. I
that.
don't have anything. I don't have any range stuff.
Okay.
Fuck it, I'm gonna roar.
Yeah, what does that do?
As a bonus action, creatures of my choice within 10 feet must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or become frightened of me.
Okay, wisdom save?
Yeah, DC 13.
19.
Oh man. Oh well.
You roar. He definitely does. He looks afraid. But like just in general, not necessarily of you.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
That's it.
All right, brigands are dead. Ego. Agden
right.
is bolting.
Yeah, he's 55, so I'll get within 15 with my 40 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll
Yeah.
also just doodle my boodle off the map here.
Mm-hmm.
And I will attempt a firebolt.
Go for it.
25.
That hits.
So it is gonna be mixture of damage. It is 6 fire and 4 necrotic going right onto his little Peter Cottontail, right up his booty.
Right up his booty.
Absolutely. Burn his pants.
Yeah.
Burn a hole in his pants.
Wow, I love that for him. Yeah, he is like... This, like, burns off his tail. You can see like bone, like coming out from his
Oh.
little butt. He
God.
is like screeching in pain. He is not doing well at all. Like, he is really hurt.
Stop trying to run from me. Said in the most monotone.
We'll see how he
Or
reacts.
Clover is gonna kill you.
Clover's gonna drink your blood. We'll see how he reacts.
Clover's gonna arc this little crossbow bolt right into the back of your skull, dude.
I might cry if Clover gets the final hit on this dude.
Yeah, we'll see how he reacts to what you said when it comes back to him. Dawn, you're up.
Yeah. I'll move the 35 feet. So that he's like fucking 20 or so feet away from
He's
me.
a little bit further from you because you were back in the house. Like, he's probably like 65 to 70 feet from you.
Yeah, I'm going to try to check my shield up the back of his head.
Okay, go for it.
Captain America style. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Do I have
like the sound
disadvantage or
effect.
anything?
What was that?
Do I have disadvantage or anything?
So if he was 70 feet away from you, how much movement are you spending?
Just my 35.
Okay, so you get within 35 feet of him. I think the range on improvised weapons for thrown is 2060.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the long range is 60, so you do have disadvantage.
Okay. So it is 18 at disadvantage.
That misses. Your shield goes like shoo, 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 and like clatters off of the walkways and bounces into the water. It floats though, luckily. I'll give you that. I'm not gonna steal your shield.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Bless would have done it.
Let's see. The knights. What would you guys like the knights to do at this point? You want them to keep pursuing?
Yeah, keep pursuing. Why not?
Run him down.
Just get in range of him.
Are you
Get
wanting?
out of Clover's way.
I don't. Can they get out of Clover's way? Can they see him?
No, they cannot see him, but they can hear him.
Can they try to like grapple him? If they can find him, could they try to grab him?
Yeah. Do you guys want them to kill him, or like try to kill him, or do you guys want like you would know based on like the conversations you've had with them that like they are of the opinion that Agden needs to be tried for his crimes against the Gillywood Kingdom.
Yeah, then they can grab him. I
Okay.
don't care.
To be fair,
will
Clover
attempt.
was going to try and pin his foot to the ground so he could stop running, but if they could grab him before she has to, she'd be very happy about that.
Yeah. So they're gonna have to dash because he was 55 feet away. But they're gonna basically like do the same thing. And like basically like they can kind of see where you guys are swinging at again, so they're gonna just try to like form a blockade and try to grab him. If he passes by, they're gonna basically like just do that. This one is a little further back, so he will run up behind Aurum and is like holding out his glaive. Clover, it is your turn. He's like you were like also in that house, so he's like 70
That's
feet
fine.
away from you.
That's still within my range, but I'm gonna get closer and I'm gonna go up. So I
Okay.
leave the stump and go above so I can get a ranged view. And she's gonna aim for his foot and try to stop him.
Okay. Go for it.
Kill that rabbit. Kill that rabbit.
I'm gonna use my dice. This feels like a dice.
Yeah.
Oh. Damn it! Nat 20!
Yes!
No!
No,
No,
she
she
has
has to
halfling
reroll
bad
it.
luck.
No!
Okay,
That's 20 again.
Dirty 20.
That just hits.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Get
High
him!
damage.
Get him!
Come on.
I don't really want to roll damage, but let's just do this. 7.
7 again.
Okay, so you like hit him in the foot. That foot, like he basically like goes limp on it, and is like he is like on his last leg. Like you just barely missed it.
He's gonna try and jump away from Aurum, and Aurum's gonna grab his ankle and slam him down. Give him the old Hulk treatment.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else, so that's my turn.
Okay. Yeah, he is like literally like on his last leg. The other like his
Literally.
truly on his last leg. So he is not a happy camper at all. He looks at the group of you all around. He sees the bullywugs behind him that are they know he's there even though they don't know exactly where he is. And he sees the group of you like shooting spells at him, shooting arrows at him. His foot is like not working. His ass is literally on fire. And he's panicked. And like Ego, you basically say to him to like stop or like surrender. Roll me an intimidation check.
Yeah, that's fair. It is more intimidation than.
You're at advantage because he literally has like.
Okay.
Basically no
that was
health
a natural
left.
one. That was a natural one, so it is an advantage.
Yes, he is surrounded.
14.
Okay. You say this to him, and he looks like he wants to dart again, but instead he like drops to his knees and starts begging you. It's like, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. I promise I'll give you all your stuff back. You don't have to kill me. Listen, just let me live another day, alright? It was just a misunderstanding. You know, it was just funsies. Just funsies.
I'm gonna hit him.
And he like he like basically is begging for his life. He's gonna, before we get to Aurum's turn, he's gonna say, listen, please don't kill me. I have a whole trove of treasure right under the tall waist here. I can give you all that treasure. I've been keeping it secret even from Slackjawed Lorna. You all can have it. Just go down there and take all of it. Just let me live, please. And anybody who would like to can roll an insight check.
He's expecting us to go down there and get killed by the dragon, is what he wants us to do.
Yeah, if that's the conclusion you come to as Aurum, then yeah.
16.
You still see that little glimmer of like conniving bastard in his eyes. He absolutely wants you to go down there and get killed by the dragon. Yeah, so I mean next up would be Aurum, and then after that would be Ego.
Where's my Kindle?
Is that what you say to him?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. What was in it?
It's not a good enough answer for me.
Yeah!
It's in the storeroom. It's in the storeroom, please. It's in the storeroom.
All right, I'm gonna trust you, and I'm gonna punch him.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna trust you.
Are you doing lethal damage?
No. That's a 16 plus 6, 22 again.
Oh, Aurum was gifted a natural 20.
Oh.
But you can also just hold on to that if you want. Proficiency bonus, Michael said, make it happen.
Well, I'm good at that 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just.
You have the claw damage, right?
Yeah.
Do that, but if you're punching him, just switch it to bludgeoning.
Okay. Okay.
You have proficiency with, like, using your hands as weapons, so.
After the dragon, honestly, Aurum, this is pretty cathartic, I hope.
That's the 5th, though. 14 points of punching damage.
Describe how you knock Agden Longscarf, the most notorious brigand of Prismere. The brigand prince of Prismere, unconscious.
It's just a regular old punch across the jaw.
His jaw breaks as you punch him. Like, you just, like, boom. There's, like, a little shockwave in that, like, anime moment of getting punched.
I'm getting shamed for punching him and not the dragon.
Volpart's egging you on.
It's coming.
But yeah, Agden Longscarf has been rendered unconscious. He lies on the walkways of the Brigand's Tollway, unconscious. His magical scarf still billowing around his body, lightly blowing as if in a breeze, even though the air is stagnant here in this space, as blood leaks from his wounds. But you all are victorious. You have defeated him.
Can somebody take that scarf off of him? I really don't want him to have it anymore.
I think he'll die if we take it off of him.
If I remember correctly, he was cursed to have it attached to him at all times.
Yes.
At least that's the story that Miss Sue told me.
You ever heard that one about, like, the girl with the ribbon? And she, like, takes the ribbon off and her head just...
I mean, is there a problem with that?
They want to try him.
But then... you know what? I feel like we shouldn't have this conversation in front of... Never mind.
Good punch.
Hey, thanks. I figured we didn't want to kill him, but he's probably gonna die anyway, so probably could have put him out of his misery earlier.
I do kind of, like, wave my sword and be like, run his pockets, though.
Yeah, I'm going through his shit. I'm robbing.
As I take, like, my extra scarf and I, like, toss it over my shoulder. Run his pockets.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so anybody who is tossing his pockets can make an investigation check.
Oh, I stole this, by the way. I hand Ego the brand.
5.
My mouth tries to... Maybe Don will like it.
I don't know. It's weird. I don't like it.
It is magical from what we know.
Ego, roll a history check.
Okay.
Can I activate?
19.
1 second. Clover, what?
I was just asking if I could activate my detect magic again now that things have settled, just so I can, like, keep an eye on his body or any other items around us that
Yeah.
pose a threat.
You can do that. I will get to that in a second when we get to the searching his pockets group. For Ego, you would remember, like, when he was wielding this branding iron, it was red hot.
True.
It is just a piece of iron. It emanates no heat.
May need to have may have a magic word for it. Maybe a different branding iron. Maybe it's not magical anymore.
Well, I saw that he branded the frogs, and I figured we probably don't want to do that again. So,
True.
So
I
then,
just, like, hold it on my shoulder.
yeah. For the people tossing his pockets, what were your investigation checks?
5.
Anybody else? Okay.
I
So-
mean, I didn't roll, but
I didn't roll. I was
I
just
did
gonna do
say it.
detect magic. That's all I was
Okay.
gonna do.
So there is, you do notice that he's wearing studded leather armor, and he does have, like, a little buckler shield that's attached to his arm. He also has his dagger, a few daggers that he keeps on his belt. And there is the scarf that is around his neck. I would say you find the gourd. That's hanging. He has that gourd with that golden stopper, like
Yeah.
strapped around his waist. That's an easy find.
Getting that back.
And you turn out his pants pockets, and you would find 3 trinkets.
Hell yeah.
So let me tell you what those are. Feel free to roll D100s.
I will roll D100 if you would like me to.
Yeah.
6. No, 9. Man, I could have summoned a god for that.
That's true.
That's true.
So you find a chess piece shaped like a dancing satyr wearing a bishop's hat and clutching a gnarled staff.
He makes a face.
It certainly looks familiar.
Ooh.
Looks like somebody you know. Well, I mean, any satyr looks like somebody you're related to with a family as big as yours.
Yeah. 28.
You find a tiny clockwork dragonfly that slowly beats its wings when you wind it up, but it doesn't appear to be able to fly.
Useless.
That's
I go up to it in the middle of the night. You're a failure.
And one more.
Dragonfly, more like dragon fail, because you can't fly.
43.
Okay. So the third trinket that you get is, where is it? It appears to be like a tiny figurehead of from a model ship, and it depicts a woman who is in billowing clothes, and her hair is billowing out behind her as if she is her hair is being blown by the wind. Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. 5.
It's a lady blowing in the wind. She's got slightly pointy ears.
Cool. Elf lady.
Mhm.
I don't care.
Guys, I'm just thinking, if he wakes up and he could use that scarf again, that it would hurt.
I mean, you can try to take it off. I don't really care, but last I heard, it's not coming off.
Gonna put a quick pin in this so I can go back to Clover, who did her magic eyes. As you are looking around, you notice that the scarf is definitely magical. It is able to cast spells, so it doesn't necessarily give you a specific school of magic. I would say you probably see transmutation and evocation colors, which I believe are brown and red emanating off of it. The gourd also, the little cork, the golden cork that's in it, is also magical. Although that doesn't have a particular school associated with it, from what you can tell. Probably the closest thing would be, enchantment. You don't see... Let me just double check. I think that's it. Let me just confirm. You look at the branding iron, not giving off any magic.
I'll tell the party what I see.
But he doesn't appear to have any other magical items on him.
Well, when he casts his lightning bolt, even if he's used, does he still say magic words or do somatic components, or is it just because of the scarf?
So he still has to do, like, he still has to, like, cast it, but it's not the way that you would normally normally lightning bolt is verbal, somatic, and material. He doesn't need the fur and, like, amber, but he still has to, like, activate the scarf with, like, verbal and somatic.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, he casts it through the scarf.
So I will say to Aurum, like, even though the scarf does seem to allow him to use his magic, he still needs to say the incantations, and he still needs to use his hands. So if he was tied up and also not able to talk, like if he put something in his mouth, he shouldn't be able to use his magic. I'm also going to go jump into the water just completely in the middle of my sentence because I remember Don's shield, and I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah,
I was leaning in to whisper to you, and then you jumped.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, it's floating there. You're able to grab it.
You go to lean forward, and I just hop into the water. Sorry, were you gonna say something to me?
I was gonna say something, yeah.
1 second. Waddles. Don.
Yes.
Holding it up. I'm like holding it up above my head because I'm very short.
He'll grab
Shield.
it. Thanks.
Climbs back out. Now I just have. I'm like flicking water everywhere because the billowing clothes.
Yeah.
I'll lean into both of you. I also don't know if it's like a good idea to let the frogs end up with the scarf, especially with their like wanting to constantly fight each other all the time. We're in a predicament now because we have to make another decision that's going to affect a lot of other people other than us.
I mean, I put the dragon's scale in his pocket at the very beginning. Well, here's the problem. We don't really like the dragon or the Heron
Or
the frogs or Bavlorna. So what's the best option? I say the frogs. It is still their village. I know you don't like their king, but what we know about them is that he will not be alive for much longer, and maybe there will be a better king.
I just worry that this ends up with them potentially having a long reigning king.
Well, we're trying to get our things and get more powerful.
Right.
The dragon is... Right now, the dragon won't move in until Bavlorna is taken care of. And we're going to take care of Bavlorna eventually. So, right now, nothing is going to change. Bavlorna is still going to be in her hut, and the king is still going to be the king until probably Bavlorna kills him, and then there's a different king.
Right,
So,
yeah.
there's not going to be any big changes right now. We can have the frogs take him, I suppose.
All right.
Or we could, like, step on his stupid little rabbit skull.
Personally, that's the one I want to do. Personally, but
I don't think Clover would like it.
yeah, I mean that's fair. That's totally fair.
Peeks over my, like, we're all the boys are like cuddled up, and I just want to like peek over it, like, how's she doing now that the fight? I know she did her detect magic,
Yeah.
but is she like?
I rolled to see where she's at because I'm like remembering everything that's happened since last session, and I rolled to see what happens after the adrenaline dies down, and she's kind of shutting down, so she's not even listening.
Yeah.
She's not.
Yeah.
She's disassociating. She's not crying, but she's not really present. I think she probably told the bullywugs to like make sure he's not going to hurt anyone again. Like I can't touch him right now. And I think she's probably gone back towards the stump, but not in. She's keeping her eye line on the party, but away from Agden.
Yeah, and then unless anybody stops them, the two of those bullywugs are going to begin tying Agden. They tie his feet, they tie his hands, they straight up like hog tie him, like he's like ankles and wrists bound. They like put like something over his mouth, they blindfold him, they tie his ears up, like it's a little excessive. Like he's just covered in like rope and like various like bindings because they do not want him to be able to do anything. The third bullywug is going to go swim off to where the others where you had left the others outside because I believe you had just kind of told them to like help you fight those Harengon that were up there, and so the last you saw them they were up top. So that third one's gonna go look for the others. But yeah, so Clover goes off and dissociates.
Well, if we're not gonna fight him for the scarf, I'm gonna go find my bindle.
I mean, I'll lean down and yank it and see if it like seems like fixed to his neck or something like that, or if it will come off.
Yeah, so you pull on his scarf and you pull and you pull. It does not come off.
Yep. Stuck.
Because he's alive.
Sure is.
He's going to find his bindle, Dawn. What are you going to do? Because Clover looks... I could go sit with Clover.
Yeah, I don't... He's gonna lean in and he's gonna be like, to be honest, I don't know what the big deal is. I mean, she did a good job from what I could see. They were going to shoot us first. Kind of just logic.
If I've learned anything about her, it's that she has a pure heart.
Bill. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to approach that.
You could go with Aurum to look for his bindle, and you two could bond more.
Ugh. Aurum. Rock in a hard place, I see. he's like, deal with emotions that I can't fully feel, or deal with Aurum.
Which of the two cats is the lesser of two evils?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
How about you go help Aurum with the bindle, and I'll stay with Clover, I think.
I know that you don't think that you have a lot of experience with it, but you have a big family. So, I don't know, maybe you're better than you think you are.
Probably
Or maybe you're not. Okay, cool.
Probably, yeah. I have
okay.
so many siblings, it's just that normally they have dumb problems, like so-and-so stole my doll, not I headshot 5 people in one afternoon. It doesn't really translate.
But you definitely want me to go with Aurum.
I don't. I feel like if you put me in a room alone with him for more than a minute, one of us is walking out deceased.
He did save you. Okay. I walk away just like dripping wet because I jumped in the water. Or
what's going on?
Karma and I are gonna help find your bindle.
Oh, that's pretty good because I couldn't find my way out of this room.
I offer my hand to hold.
Take your hand.
Okay, let's go try and find your bindle, buddy.
Okay, so the group of you walk into the stump there. Clover. So you're just kind of like sitting in like the doorway.
Yeah, I think when the party moves past me, I think she just like instinctually follows wherever they're moving.
Mm-hmm. They go into the main room there.
I follow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's 2 unconscious Herringon. Well, one's straight up dead. One is a pile of ash, and the other one is unconscious with his foot pinned to the ground.
Oh,
It's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Why did I come in here? Clover.
To be fair, there's nowhere you can go where you don't see the bodies.
Here, I'll reveal where they are
They're
so
all
you can
over
see
the
them.
because they're on the roof. Because they're on the roof. They're in here. They're out there. Well,
Yeah.
Agnes out there.
Oh, no. Well, I'm just gonna look up. I'm just gonna not look at the ground.
Oh
You
my
could go into
goodness.
Agden's room, I suppose, and like sit on his bed.
Yeah, actually, it's not his room anymore. I'm gonna go in Agden's room. That's a good idea.
Yeah, you may do so.
I'm gonna just start snooping.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
I need a distraction. I don't think she's gonna touch the enchanted chest yet. I think she wants to like take a rest before she even wants to open that thing. But she does want to snoop around the room.
Walks in behind you.
She's been silent this whole time. She's just like looking for something to do.
It is like the most awkward, like demi-parental presence ever.
Just
It's just like
Just
you are
standing.
feeling things. And
yeah.
I don't know how to broach that, so he just is standing like in the background with his arms crossed, like bouncing probably on one of his legs and just watching because he doesn't know what to say.
I think she like appreciates the presence, but doesn't force what she's feeling on anyone right now. Just gonna look around.
Yep.
Yep. It'd be like that.
Yeah.
Kind of hot in here, huh?
Right. How's the weather?
So I can't believe they chose this color for their floors.
Aside from, all the red from the blood and viscera.
Stop! This poor child's so traumatized. Like, I'm laughing at her, but it's awful. This poor girl. I'm assuming I need to do investigation. Be nosy.
I'm avoiding being bit right now.
Okay, hold on. I apologize. You said you were doing an investigation?
I think so. Yeah, I'm being nosy and just like giving myself something to do, so I'm being nosy and snooping the room. I'm not touching the enchanted chest yet because I'm still really hurt.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna like just go through the room fully while the boys are looking for our stuff.
Yeah. What did you roll for investigation?
Oh, I haven't rolled. I was just asking if that's what I need to do. 11.
Yeah, so you go around, You look in the dresser on the far end of the room, and you find a variety of like scarves in all different colors and materials and sizes. But it appears that they're all covered in like mildew and like almost like a bit moth-eaten, as if they have like barely been used recently.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, like, the room is pretty tidy. You really don't find a whole lot. There's that list on the desk of items that appear to be separated out, with things that sound a little bit more like magical in one column and things a little bit more mundane in another. There's the decanter with the kind of like orangey liquid in it and a little cup. There's a plate of carrots on the table. There's some mushrooms. And the bed.
I start to take a short rest.
Yeah, you can do that.
I don't know,
Just-
that's...
Get to the bed and lays down.
Yeah, Dawn, is there anything else that you're doing aside from just kind of like being present there for her?
Man, he doesn't have any of his instruments. Rip.
Well, the instruments have value, and Vic did say anything that had inherent value would have been in the Dragon Horde.
So
He
more
never
like
brought an
magical
instrument.
Oh.
Yeah.
things that are the dragon had things that are more like magical, and like when I say inherent value, like basically the treasure items like art pieces, gems, trinkets.
So I don't have my trumpet.
You do not, no.
Ego's still upset.
Those more like mundane things are not present.
They better be in that storage room.
If I look around, can I get my hands on a decent chunk of wood?
Yeah, there's like wood everywhere. I mean, you could break the table and take a piece off. There's, if you want like a big flat surface, like, I mean, there's the dresser, there's the chair.
Cool. I need to go find where all the others are and see if they know where the mundane items are, because there's something I need to get from them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. So, Aurum and Ego, you are there in the main room, like the little, like, kind of like sitting area. What would you like to do?
If I were a storeroom, where would I be?
Probably in a different part of the stump.
That's true.
There is that door there. I'm just gonna really quickly, because I saw this and I've been wondering. There's
Yeah,
this
I
big
forgot
book
to-
with writing.
I forgot to, I had like the little square for it drawn on the GM layer, so I moved it to the token layer.
But
Yeah,
Ego
let's
will
go.
just grab that to flip through it while we possibly explore more of the stump.
Okay.
And maybe Dawn will come.
Yeah, he's basically only looking for the only mundane thing of his that wouldn't have been, because everything else he owned was literally a magical item.
The only other thing I'll say I do is that I reach into my hat to go pull Charta out, who was probably sleeping. Karma out, who was probably sleeping, and I'm going to tell them to go find Clover and be as cute as possible and cuddle up on her and lay it on thick, like get all poofy and like get all cuddly. Go.
Yeah. So, Clover, eventually, after, like, a few minutes, Karma flutters in, and, like, kind of just, like, probably very, like, because it's, like, if you're sitting on the bed and, like, the sheets are, like, a little bit messed up, she kind of just, like nosedives into the blankets and just, like, lands there, and then, like, shakes off and is, like, walking on her little, like, bat, like, claws, and, like, looks up at you. And just like,
I'm gonna lay
like
down
squeaks.
on my stomach and just like go like this and watch her.
I don't know if you've ever seen what it looks like when a bat walks.
Yeah.
But yeah, she like walks up to you and like will probably like climb up, and then like one of the little like straps that you have on, or like a sturdy part of your clothing, is just gonna like hang from it
Oh,
with her feet.
do you think they'd be okay if we went back to the Watcher?
She squeaks at you.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm just gonna sit with her and try and get some HP back.
Yeah. Good plan. Okay. So you grab the big book of writing, and then Aurum, Dawn, I assume you're opening that door.
Yeah.
It was very obvious to you when you all came in, as there's like a track of mud. Also, one of the Herringon tried to go in it.
Could be more of them.
Hold on. Okay. GM layer, yes. Reveal. Okay. You walk into that door. This room is cluttered with weapons and other supplies, some haphazardly placed, others moderately organized. A few pieces in particular are placed on wooden pedestals in an effort to make their unimpressive models look important. Across this room, almost as if set into the wall itself, is a wooden statue of a woman. Over here.
Tossing stuff looking for my bindle.
Investigation check, please, for anybody looking for their stuff.
12.
14.
24.
Yeah, so Aurum got a 12, Dawn got a 14.
I got a 14.
Switch them.
Aurum got a 14, Dawn got a 12, Ego got a 24.
Yes.
Okay, so, yeah, Dawn, after a few minutes, you notice, like, in these crates over here, you see anything that you were looking for, as well as probably a few of Clover's things. Aurum, you come over here, and you notice... Sorry, where is... You find your bindle and all of your things.
Yes.
Additionally, you notice that in this area specifically, the walls are lined with 10 sets of clubs, slings, light crossbows, bolts, leather armor, and a set of studded leather armor. Ego. With a 24, you come over here. And you find your things. You also notice, because you rolled a very high investigation check, there's like a manhole. The circle that's here,
Yeah.
there's like a little manhole built into the floor there. You find your things.
Okay, cool.
You also pass by that statue of the woman
Yes.
to get over there, and you hear something very faintly being spoken in Sylvan. You hear the word for water coming from her.
Word for in Sylvan. Okay. Oh. Is there like a basin to put water as part of the statue, or I'm just hearing the statue say that?
You hear her say it.
Okay. I will be doing something with that, but Ego, of course, would first say, like, I found my things. Did you guys find your things?
Yeah, I found my bindle. It's great.
Yeah, and
Good.
a couple of, I think, Clover stuff.
All right, so that's good. I found a few things. Well, I found my things, and also there seems to be the possibility of some portal to a deeper, darker place. There's a hole, or a cover for a hole.
Okay.
The depths of which I dare not even. I don't know what's behind it. I'm tired. Also, puts a hand, like, kind of taps on the statue. This is talking.
What's
So
it say?
the statue is sort of like almost looks like she's carved into the wood, but as you look at like her, the wood that she is made out of is almost like petrified and has that like grayish like look to it and is very dry. But you like pat on her and like the hand tries to like come out and like hold on to yours, but she can't.
Oh,
Like only part of like the lower part of her arm and hand can come out. The upper
Oh.
part of her arm is like in the tree itself, and she like has these
Wait.
hollow eye sockets and says water again.
Aurum, do you have a water skin in your bindle?
It's possible. Yes. No. No. Yes.
No?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, you would have
Can I
had to
see
have
it?
a water skin to get here.
Yeah, I do.
Can I
Yes.
Can I see it, please? I promise I'll give it back.
Yeah, no problem.
Take off the little like cap to it.
Mm-hmm.
Holds the water skin up to like her mouth to like see if she can drink.
Yeah. You pour the water into her mouth and she does drink it. Let me see something really quick.
It's the lady of the stump.
My lady.
Is she the stump?
Yeah, you pour this water into her and she like very like almost greedily like drinks it down. Oh, water. Any more water?
That was all
Let me
my
see if
water.
let me see if I have one in my pack.
We're in the ocean.
Everybody would have like. Well, no, actually, Dawn wouldn't have.
No,
probably.
yeah, Dawn wouldn't have. Dawn was at work. I actually legitimately. But you're right. I should have probably been drink. I've been drinking something while we go.
They probably have water around here somewhere.
That's true. Because don't want to give her swamp water. We're gonna find some water, ma'am.
Water.
Moments where I wish we had that decanter of endless water.
It's almost like it was there for a reason.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so I mean, other than her, like there's the door you came through. You do notice that there is like at the end of this like reddish rug, there's another door there. There was also Agden's chambers. He would have like a pitcher of water in there, probably. Like he had liquor. I think it's fair enough to say he would have water.
Can I find enough like straps of like studded leather to constitute me wearing it? Like maybe.
Yeah, you can get like a little
waist belt.
bandolier going.
Yeah.
Sure.
Perfect. Because my AC is terrible.
I think there was a pitcher of water in Agden's room.
I'll go get it. I'm running with my new belt.
Don, what are you doing anything other than just gathering up your things and Clover's things?
Yeah, I gathered my stuff and Clover's stuff. I'm gonna see if they want me for anything, but if they don't, I'm gonna return to watch over the little lady.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Over Clover?
Mm-hmm.
Over
Probably
Clover.
didn't make it there.
Aurum, you like come out into the like sitting area, and you start like going out the path, like to exit. He's going. Don, when you're like coming out, you probably see that he's walking away.
Where are you going?
Well, I was trying to go to the other room, but I ended up out here.
Raises an eyebrow. Okay.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, I keep getting lost everywhere I go.
Right.
Yeah.
God. Alright. Well, why don't I lead you where you want to go then?
All right. I hold out my hand.
Grabs you by the arm so I don't have to hold your hand.
Yeah, but you can successfully lead him into Agden's room. Like if you look around long enough, he had like a pitcher of water, like probably on the bedside table. So you can grab that. You do have to. Well, are you giving Aurum the pitcher and then leaving it from there, or are you taking
No,
Aurum
I'm
anyway?
just gonna stay and I'm gonna lead him around and watch and make sure he doesn't do anything dumb. He doesn't pull an arm.
Yeah, so when Aurum goes to, like, leave this room, he definitely starts heading back out, like, the walkway.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the leash. I'll hand it to Dawn.
Thanks.
Oh, little cat. We found a wooden lady who needs a lot of water.
A wooden
By the way.
lady?
Yeah.
Should I come with you guys?
Yeah, if you want to. She's just asking for water. That's why I have this.
It's a weird statue.
Okay. I'll follow them, but I'm probably gonna just sit in the storeroom and not do anything. I'm gonna continue my short rest.
Yeah, that's fine. You can definitely do that. Yeah, so Aurum is successfully guided back to the
You're on a
storeroom.
leash, Aurum. Where are you going?
Get back in there.
Get him
And the rest of you can get back into there. Ego, Aurum brings over the water.
I'm hold for her.
Oh, yeah.
I'm worried I can't even lift that.
Can I activate my eyes again? Now that they're saying that there's a wooden lady that wants water and pointing to her?
Yeah.
I think it may interrupt your short rest because it technically is casting a spell, if you care.
Well, yeah, no, I think I'd still do it because it's giving me something to do.
Yeah, so you do that. She's not... You don't get the sense that there is a spell that is, like, making her live. Roll a nature check.
Oh boy. I don't want to get my dice up.
Meanwhile, I'm like, do you need me to, like, pour it in your mouth, or...
Water.
4.
All right.
Yeah, Clover, this is not some sort of, like, animated statue or anything from what you can tell, but you have no idea what this is.
But she's, like... Is it fair to say she can tell she's, like, alive? Like, she's a...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't look like she's in good shape, though.
Okay.
She's, like, fused into the wall of this, like, tree base.
Oh, no. Okay.
But you pour the water into her mouth and she drinks it. And her petrified body, the wood begins to crack. And then pieces of it begin to flake off. and eventually all of that like gray petrified wood has fallen off of her, and underneath you see a woman who appears to be made of living, if albeit barely, wood. The wood is definitely a healthier color and appears to be sprouting a little bit, and in the place where those dark husks, like dark holes were, where it appears that she had no eyes, instead in the sockets you can see her eyes are glowing like a very vibrant green. And she will step forward out of the wood of the tree, and will put her hands onto Aurum and Ego.
Okay.
Well, are you within like 5 feet of her?
Yeah.
You do that, and she will like put her hands on the two of you and says, "Thank you," in Sylvan. She only speaks Sylvan. Thank you for what you've done for me. Thank you.
Are you okay? I ask in Sylvan.
I look at little cat. I'm like so confused.
I say you're welcome in Sylvan.
Oh,
I
poor
think-
Aurum.
Oh, does Aurum speak Sylvan?
No.
No. So yeah, you hear like
I think the rest of us do.
it's like you hear basically like Irish Gaelic being spoken.
Aw.
It's this like very lilting, like sing-song language that's very like beautiful, but you have no idea what they're saying.
I'm so lost.
Oh, but
Yeah, you'll ask if she's okay, and she'll say, I think I'm better now. This water grew putrid and made me quite sick.
There's a water problem going on,
There
as well
is.
as a few other things.
When Bavlorna moved in and turned it into a swamp, I grew quite ill from it, and unfortunately, my home tree was cut. I was severely weakened, and I was petrified by it, but thank you. Thank you for bringing me water. I think now I will be able to regrow my home tree again. Tell me what
did we get? Because
Oh.
you thanked us.
Oh,
You thanked us! You
Ego
owe us
said-
something!
Ego said, I fucking hate her so much.
thanks for the raid.
Oh, thank you for the raid. Ins and oddities. Oh my goodness.
She thanked
Look at
us.
him
She owes
go.
us something.
Oh my god. Ins and oddities group is popping off here.
Damn.
Zing.
Wowie.
Welcome.
I
Welcome
would like
to the
$3
show.
billion.
Yeah, you say to her, you thanked us. You thanked us. What are you giving us?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't say it like that because he has more tact, but he says, he essentially says, you're welcome, but you are aware that you owe us something now, right?
Of course, I am willing to give whatever I may. I am weak, but I think perhaps I could offer you some information, or surely I can procure something of value for you. What is it that you require of me?
I think I hit my head, guys. I don't understand anything that's happening right now.
Everyone here can
Oh.
speak Sylvan except for him.
Oh, Aurum, we're speaking the Sylvan language?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what that is. So
I'll start translating for Aurum now. So he's not completely lost.
I look over to Ego because Ego's the one who's actually good at deals. Of the Fey kind.
Of the fake. Yeah, fair.
Well, what kind of information? Let's start there, because we would always like to know more.
Of course. Well, I suppose I should start off by introducing myself. I am Demalin. I'm the one who watches over this great tree, or at least I did. I was bound to this tree by my dear friend, Zybilna, have you met her?
No, we have not met Zybilna, but we know of her, and we would like to help her.
Right, I was bound to this tree at the behest of my friend Zybilna. I was ordered to watch over the brigand. Oh my god, I just literally Agden. My brain just like whoop. My duty was to watch over Agden as he was imprisoned here upon my tree. But
He was in prison?
he was imprisoned. He was nailed to the tree by magical stakes, and his scarf was attached to his body so that he could not remove it.
Until she disappeared and then he got free.
Well, that's not exactly how it played out. Are you... What do you know of the witch Bavlorna?
She's a bitch.
Right, I suppose that is a word that could describe her.
A jerk, too.
Well,
And a little ugly.
that is also true. You see, after Bavlorna flooded hither with putrid waters, Agden's followers were able to cut down my tree and rendered me very weak. And I believe Agden made a deal with Bavlorna to remove the magical nails from the tree, although the curse binding his scarf to his body could not be broken. His scarf was the source of his power and his speed, but it cannot be removed. But he has lived a long, long time leading those Harengon brigands. But I was poisoned and weakened, and soon found my body petrified, unable to take action against Agden and his followers. And so they trapped me here, as the wood of my home tree became my prison.
It's horrible.
When you say the scarf can't be, well, I guess I can't really talk to you directly.
I can translate, yeah.
When she says that the scarf can't be like taken off, like does that include even after he dies, or?
Can the scarf be removed if he dies?
No,
Nope.
I don't believe so. The curse that Zybilna used to bind it to him was powerful magic.
Translate that.
That's good. That's good. Now I'm not worried at all. Everything's cleared up now. With that.
I must warn you, though. Something dark, something with malice in its heart, stirs within my tree below it.
The dragon.
Something that is not a Harengon.
Dragon.
Dragon!
Black
Damn
dragon. It's young, but it's very cruel.
I fear I am not powerful enough to face a dragon.
Me neither.
And unfortunately, for as long as it resides within the roots of my home tree, my ability to regrow it, and therefore grow my power, will be very limited.
Well, the dragon wants to relocate.
Oh. And why?
It
Sure.
wants Bavlorna's hut.
Oh my. Well, I apologize. This is not something that I can aid with, for I can only travel short distances from my home tree. But I do need to see this dragon removed.
I'm more than happy to kill the dragon.
Tell me, is
I
this
hate that
information...
dragon.
is this information that I have offered you sufficient enough? Or would you require something else in exchange for curing me of my petrification?
Would you mind if I rested here for a little bit?
You are welcome in my tree whenever you need rest and shelter. I shall do whatever I can to protect you while you are here.
Thanks. That's more than enough.
I think the information about Agden, the dragon, and your tree is sufficient for some water.
That's true. That's true. All we gave you was water, so.
Wasn't even ours. Well, a little bit was yours.
Yeah, it was my water.
A little
I
bit.
think I have some more if you guys found my backpack.
Yeah, we found everything.
I can hand her my flask if I dig through my backpack and get my water skin.
I mean, yeah, she'll drink
Yeah,
it.
she
She's
looks
still
like
very weak.
She looks like she needs it, so I'm gonna hand it to her.
Well, if the group of you is able to deal with the draconic threat that resides within my tree, I could, in time, when my power has returned, offer you my aid should you need it.
That'd be super helpful. So if you can't take on a dragon at the moment, I have concerns about how we would fare.
Yes, well, if the dragon were to defeat the group of you, I fear that I may not find any more saviors, and my plight would only continue. I would grow sick once again from this water, and become imprisoned once again.
Well, we plan to depose Bavlorna. That is part of our goal. If we depose Bavlorna, the dragon will come to take her place. But I'm sure we could just make a trap. We'd have the hut, we'd have the Frog Knights, which don't want to bend the knee to a dragon. They would be recently freed from Bavlorna. You would be fine to regrow your tree. And I turn to Aurum, and then there are no tyrants.
Well, what? We could potentially, maybe get the dragon to leave now.
How?
And it's not fighting it, but I would love to fight it. I would love to, honestly, that would be my favorite thing. However, I think if you remember the Frog King, the Frog King guy wanted the dragon to be under his authority. If we tell the dragon that that was the Frog King's intentions, then potentially the dragon might be mad enough to leave and go fight the Frog King.
I would agree if the dragon seemed to be dumb, but she seems a lot more cunning than that.
She seemed pretty dumb to me, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you're not the brightest.
I'm pretty
You're
smart.
not the brightest torch in the tinderbox either, my friend.
I'm pretty smart.
Sure.
I think you're smart, Aurum.
Sure.
I've got a 6 intelligence. I'm pretty smart.
I think you're smart, Aurum.
Thanks. Thanks, little cat.
Don will lean in and be like, Clover, you don't need to lie to him.
Don't
Look at him.
I think he just has a bad sense of direction. I don't think that means he's dumb.
If you knocked on his skull, it would echo.
Good luck. I got a lot of fur. My mane protects my skull.
But she does seem... The dragon, I mean, she does seem more smart than me. And probably you.
Why don't we set the trap for her when she comes to take Bavlorna's hut? We would have the knights there. And we would have Bavlorna's hut. I'm sure I could find something that we could use.
But like, is there a time frame we gotta stay in for like this lady becoming a rotten tree stump again, or?
I will translate that question to her if, like...
Well, so long as the dragon remains here, and Bavlorna remains in power, it's hard to say how long I would have, but with the water that you have shared with me, I believe it would be a few dozen of your sleep cycles. If the way that you sleep was similar to how the Harengon slept, you would have perhaps 24 of those rests before I fear I would become too weak.
And
She's saying you have like 24 days, basically. You have like 24 long rests before she's like too weak.
So we need to kill Bavlorna in 24 days.
In 24 days.
It feels
I don't
know.
Coming now to
Well, hold on.
TNT.
You don't have to kill her in 24 days, you just have to get her hut in 24 days.
Even better, even easier.
Look.
Yeah.
We scare her out by running Widdershins. We know that about her.
I think if we're more scared of fighting a dragon than we are fighting Bavlorna, we have bigger problems.
Yeah.
It is a little dragon.
Yeah, out of character, I'm like, I feel like the dragon's a better bet.
Little dragon core.
core! Coupon code bonus!
Especially if we only have a 24-day period, because like I don't think much is going to change in 24 days.
Yeah.
24 days is a lot of time. We haven't been here that long.
Do you think we could get strong enough to kill Bavlorna in 24 days?
I fucking hope so. Every day here is another day that, a vacation time I'm using up. I saved up all of my vacation time for this. I gotta get back to the office sooner or later.
At the end of the day, we did just want to try and find our things and the people that were missing from the carnival.
Yeah.
We can't do everything, but we can try.
Have you seen the... Was it the cub? Cub we're looking for? That... was it
Displacer
the...
Beast Cub?
Displacer Beast's cub? Can I ask her if she's seen a cub?
I don't think I've seen anything like that.
Okay.
I apologize, but I have been trapped in this room for a very long time.
Yeah, it feels like everybody's been trapped. Okay.
I cannot come with you to offer aid, but I could manifest what little power I have and offer it to you on your journey. If you can free my tree from these putrid waters and remove the dragon from my roots, giving you my power will render me quite weak, but with those problems out of the way, I may one day be able to live again. But this blight cannot continue. To hear the trees around me cry out as they drink this poison, it cannot stand.
Okay. I don't know if we're dragon slayers, but
What if we just
I
send
hold
the...
up my spellbook. I have magic that I can learn. I just need time.
What if we just send the frogs in and see what happens? We got a lot of frogs.
We have a lot of frogs.
And the king
You
did.
do have a lot of frogs.
What
You
if
have
we-
6 frogs.
What if we
The
sleep?
king did.
Yeah, I want to sleep. I would like to sleep.
We
The
rest.
king did say he wanted to learn about the dragon, right? So if we go
He
back,
wants it captured, so the knights will fight it.
Right, that was the point of us having.
Yeah.
What if we all sleep in the morning?
Yeah.
Send the frogs down to fight the dragon, and then we
Yeah.
go down a couple of seconds later. And if it looks bad, we leave.
Don, are you sure that he's done?
Yes.
This is just fighting. This is fighting 101.
That
If you-
sounds good to me. That sounds.
And then we could fix the
mean-
dragon problem, and then she'd be a little bit stronger, and then she might be able to help us later better with the dragon gone.
When
It's
trying
not
to
a-
confront a foe.
Bad plan, I will admit. Yes.
We can be the Dark Avengers hiding in the shadows, cleaning up what scraps are left from our foes.
Yeah.
The blade in the darkness.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Clover like listens to Ego like pop off into the darkness spiral, and she's like, "Oh, I feel sick." Talking about the scraps of our enemies. Clover's just like, "Oh."
Yeah, she would know about that, huh?
Ugh.
Just exploding them left and right,
No.
mercilessly.
No.
No, I have a wife and kids back home.
Stop. Stop. So can we rest then? Do we feel safe enough?
There's a big room over there with like blankets and pillows.
We can have a dark and gloomy pillow party.
Okay.
We can have a good and normal rest. I have something I wanted to get started anyway.
Hey, before we all do that, because I don't. Do you know what's under there? And I point at the manhole cover, asking the nice dryad lady.
Oh, yes. This was, I believe this pathway was used by the brigands to reach an well, not too far from the tree. It was a way for them to move through the waters in secret. And unfortunately, the water that flows through there that once fed my roots is quite poisoned.
Less useful. All right.
Tell me, have you seen the plumber? Almer? He typically would maintain the wells.
I'm not saying this, but I gave him a concussion. He was cursed by Bavlorna.
How awful. What a kind soul. I did so love when he and his dog would come and visit me.
Yeah, he is alive.
Well, that's good news at least.
He's a bit injured.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. He's resting it off.
Well, if you happen to see him, make sure he knows he's welcome to visit once again. I may be able to heal him of his injuries.
Will do.
You got any food or anything?
I believe there is food within the tree. Come. And she, with very, wobbly, unstable legs, like a newborn, foal, will lead you to the door at the northern end of this room.
Oh.
Haha, it was a trap. She worked at the Haragons the whole time. No, I'm just kidding.
Opens the door, Ego just...
As she opens this door, you find this room is very dim. Let's see. There's just a patchwork of stolen decor that is on display throughout this room. Every quilt on the bed is a different make. There is various pieces of artwork on the walls that are all different styles. Yeah, just each bedspread's different color than the next, tawdry, even in this low light. The rugs are stained with muddy prints, and they muffle your steps as you enter. The room, luckily, is empty. But she will lead you into here, and, let's see. There are eels. There are 8 beds in here, and each bed has a footlocker at the foot of the bed. They appear to be locked, but Demolin will basically pick the locks using a twiggy finger on all of them. Everybody roll me a d8.
No. 4.
Okay, so Dawn, the lockbox that she directs you to has actually rations in it. You have 4 days worth of rations. It's all carrots and lettuce, but it's there. It's edible.
7.
Roll me a d100.
Me?
Yes.
I also got a 4, so I may need to re-roll it.
No, you also find 8 days worth of rations.
Okay.
Another 38 on a D100. It's the second 38 I got on a D100.
Oh my goodness. 38, you said?
Yep.
You find yet another opalescent conch shell that laughs when you hold it to your ear.
2! Hell yeah!
1 on either side.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5.
You find an obsidian gem. Looks to be worth about 10 gold pieces.
Nice. I found a rock, guys.
And then let me see what's in the others that she will open for you. You will also get 2 tiger eye gems worth 10 gold pieces each. a potion of healing, five more days worth of rations, a club, and another potion of healing. So you find 2 healing potions, 5 days of rations on top of the other ones, a club, and 2 Tiger's Eye, 10 GP each. Those can effectively, like, you can try to bargain with those the way that you would a trinket, basically. Since you don't have gold, really. But yeah, she's able to find you guys plenty of food, and some valuables that she'll offer to you. She will also, grow, like, out of her body, these little, like, blueberries that grow on, like, the ends of the branches coming off of her, and will basically offer 10 good berries to the group of you.
Yeah, sure. I love fruits and vegetables.
Well, you know, fruits are grown by trees with the intent of being eaten. I would hope you don't harm the creatures of these forests. Although they may be poisoned by the swamps, they are good of heart.
I don't think I have, other than the rabbits.
You ate the herringon.
No, I didn't eat them. Oh God, no! I hurt them. That's what we were talking about.
I see. She will also get for you this, like, she basically will, like, go through, like, this tree and is, like, looking for her things that she might have, and she has, like, it's almost like a pot, but it's, like, made out of, like, a giant, like, empty husk of a seed. Like, if you cut the pointed tip off of, like, a sunflower seed. And it is filled with soil, and she will offer it to one of you. This is effectively a pot of awakening. She will tell you that after some time, as long as you let the little, like, seed that is in this pot grow, eventually it will become an awakened plant that will serve you. So that you can have some aid. She will also, like, go to where the fireplace is, and, is, like, a little bit fearful, and will ask one of you to douse the fire in the fireplace.
I stomp on the fire.
And then when you're done, she puts her hand to the blackened, like, soot-covered wood in the fireplace, and it glows faintly with, like, pale green magic. But out of it, she will remove, a seed that is shaped like a humanoid heart, and, like, ever so faintly, like, beats with this, like, pulsing rhythmic light. If you ask it of me, I will offer this to you. If you promise to rid hither of Bavlorna and purify the waters once again.
What is it?
It is my heart, and the heart of this tree. It is where I draw my magical essence from, and it is the magic that would regrow this tree. If I offer this to you, I will die, but although this tree is ancient and has seen many lives and cycles, it will take it a very long time to grow back. And if giving you this heart will allow you to purify the waters and save all of the plants that reside here, it is a sacrifice I am willing to make. I believe it is what Zybilna would want.
You'll die?
my power will be transferred to this heart, and you may call upon me in a time of great need. I shall do all that is in my power to aid you, but once I have expended myself there, my power will return to these lands. My tree will not regrow, and the Demalan that you know will cease to be, but if you are able to remove Bavlorna from power and return Zybilna, then perhaps one day I may be reborn.
That sounds like something we can put a rain check on for now.
Yeah,
That's a
no.
little heavy.
Yeah, we already made a
Clover's been,
deal with you
like,
to help you. We're helping you
shaking
with
her
this
head,
tree.
looking at all of her apartments like, no, don't, no.
Yeah, we're gonna fix the water. We're gonna kill the dragon. Your tree's gonna be fine. It'll be good. You'll have your power. You don't need to put it in a heart. No way.
Consider it a last resort.
I shall keep that in mind. And she'll put it back, it fuses back into, like, the wood that is at the column of this tree. Well, I fear that in this state there's little else that I may offer you, but what shelter I can provide despite the draconic threat residing below, I offer to you freely and in perpetuity. If you wish to rest, I will safeguard you to the best of my ability.
Yeah, that would be great. That'd be yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did we ever open that big chest in that other room?
No, I wanted to rest first because there's enchantment magic on it, and that could sometimes mess with our brains or do something scary. If it could be harmless, but it could also be like a charm effect, it could be a dominate effect. It could be like a psychic effect that hurts.
I don't really know what any of that means, but I trust your little cat, so
Yeah, I need a rest before I try to look at it again. Or maybe Ego, you have identify a way to like get more information, right? I can just see colors, I can't get much.
Thanks to our friends at the inn at the end of the road, I believe, I haven't tried it yet, rubs the back of their neck, my mother's identification spell. Yes. She did it all the time. I think I could do it.
I think
know.
you're not gonna have any problem.
Well,
I can do it.
we can try tomorrow. Is that okay?
I actually feel kind of okay. I could sit in the room and look at a few things.
Oh, okay.
How do you do that so much? I did like 2 things with my magic, and I'm already like exhausted. I have 2 spell slots.
I mean, I'm not that far behind you, buddy. I have 3. Or not that far ahead of you. Well, I've been trying for a very long time, and my mother has shown me a lot. Magic is like breathing. If you learn how to control your breath, you can get more out with just a little. You might even be able to get a bit back with some resting. She also knows a lot of secrets. The right words to say, the right combinations of magic from the earth. It's very old and pure.
I don't know. I've
No.
never seen her, and I've only seen you. So like, you bring up her a lot, but like, this is all your magic, right? They're your spells. They're not her spells. They're yours if you're casting them.
I'm translating a lot of them from my mother's spell book that was left behind at home. So she did a lot of the initial work. She's very powerful. I'm just translating. But I do cast them. They are they are my spells. They are also her spells. It's our magic. It's like her recipe.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know.
all in
Yeah,
here.
magic.
I'm just like, it's all in here, and I like pat her book and I hug it because I haven't had it for a while, and I'm like, oh, all of her secrets. I'm figuring out new things that she's hidden in here every day.
It's good. I'm glad you got your book back. And I got my bindle. We can go sleep. We should probably let the frogs know that we're sleeping here and then getting the dragon.
Really play it up. The dragon part.
Yeah.
It'll get them excited.
Yeah. I'll go do that.
I'll come with you.
Okay.
Hold the leash and just follow. Tug him to where he needs to go if he goes off course.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going to go tell the bullywugs, like,
Yeah.
there's a dragon. There's your dragon that you're looking for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Have at it.
we want to rest first and give them the heads up that we want to rest, and then we'll approach the dragon tomorrow.
Okay. So when you share this information with them, they'll basically tell you that, like, they have Agden, and so they would like to send 2 of their 6. Sorry.
Bless you.
Excuse me. To take him back to Downfall to be tried for his crimes against Bullywug kind.
Right.
They will defer to you, but they would like to take him back. But they also do want to help with the dragon because they know that this is part of the mission. They would basically just be telling you that, like, Agden is known for being very clever and having, like, a lot of wily tricks, and they are concerned about having him out in the open.
Yeah.
That's true.
How far
really-
are we from?
Yeah, could they take him to...
Yeah, it would probably take them about 8 hours to get him there and back, because they do have to, like, carry him. But, like...
What do you think, Clover?
I don't trust him.
There could be, like, if it's 8 hours, that would be us sleeping. Or, like, we could chill, because, like, if some of them could bring him to jail, they could send a different pair of guards back.
Yeah.
Some, like,
I was
fresh
literally
guys.
thinking they all take him back and send a new group back to us. So that way they can rest and whoever's there can come back.
Yeah, I get some fresh,
When
guys.
when they start saying, "Oh, well, we'll just 2 of us will take them," and Clover like instantly hackles her race, like that's not enough.
Yeah,
that's not
I don't
enough.
like that idea either. Yeah.
Like Clover
So-
wants to go with them, but she's like, I can't. I'm too hurt. So like, I'd rather send the whole party of bullywugs to escort him. That's what Clover is telling the party. She's like, I don't feel comfortable with just 2 taking him.
Yeah.
He'll get away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you basically want to send all of the bullywugs with him. and then they'll come back. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you send all of them, they can be back in like 5 or 6 hours because they can share that weight of carrying him. They won't need as many
Okay.
breaks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that was Clover's suggestion.
I agree.
But she would confer with the party, be like, "Is that okay?"
Good by me.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, can
Yeah,
I
so
also-
they will.
can
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
also tell them to just double check that he doesn't have anything on him, because I know he is tricky, but like, just double check him before you start moving out in the open.
Yeah, they're gonna investigate.
Like, I know his hands are tied and his mouth is gagged, but like, if he's got like a hidden thing, he seems sneaky.
Tie each
They-
individual finger.
Yeah,
They
literally.
ba-
like,
they
break all of his
basically
fingers.
did. They like basically did tie every finger and toe. They search him. They don't find anything at this point. He's just wearing like basic clothes because you've taken off
Right.
his like armor. They don't find anything of note on his person.
Okay, I'm probably
They
just
roll-
being paranoid.
Yeah.
Good luck.
But they will, if there's nothing else you want from them, their like little group will head off into the swamps
Yeah.
and vanish into the mists. Is there anything else that anyone would like to do? I know you do have some magic items that are technically unidentified at this point.
Yeah, if she can use her eyes to tell me which things are magical, I will just continually ritual cast identify so we can just get that all sorted.
Oh, he does have that little mind control the little scale. That is
Yes.
still in his pocket. Do you leave that in Agden's pocket or do you keep it?
Right now the dragon is working with us.
I think we take it out.
Okay. Because when we attack the
turn
dragon,
on her, she's gonna have that in her back pocket.
just throw that in the water.
Okay.
Eat it. If you
Okay.
think that's what.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust it. Clover's very
Better
paranoid.
than having it in my pocket.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, Clover's super paranoid. She's like, I don't know.
Who throws it in the water? Clover?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Bad luck, Clover. Who else throws it in the water?
Well, yeah.
I'm reckless, so I could have also thrown it in the water.
No, it's me. She's paranoid as fuck right now. She's not taking any chances.
And then when you go to spend time reviewing all of your items, you do have there's that metal rod and the onyx bracelet that is carved to look like dragon scales. Those are both magical.
Big black inky runes levitating, the dripping black eyes.
Azeroth
It starts
metronomes.
floating in the air. I'm speaking in tongues.
Yeah, so you cast Identify. The metal rod is a chime of opening, but as this information, suffuses into your consciousness, this is not just, a chime of awakening, or chime of opening. Jesus, chime of awakening, what is that? This is specifically called Jingle Jangle's, chime of opening.
Okay. That's good to know. That's her special key. We might be able to use that to open that chest.
Probably. Should probably identify the chest first.
Oh, but the chime of opening has a limited number of uses and then it breaks.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's
Hold on,
jingle
I have-
jangles.
Yeah, hold on,
Oh,
let me
true.
give you I'm gonna give you,
That's true. Maybe Jingle Jangles doesn't break.
putting hers a slightly different description. So then the other item that you get is a slumbering scaled ornament. I made that a magic item on D&D Beyond, so I think you should be able to see it. So I censored the name in there, but you can uncensor it and look at it now.
Can I read it out?
Mm-hmm.
This ornament is a black opal bracelet that magically fits the wrist of the creature wearing it. It requires attunement. The bracelet has been carved to give the impression of being made of black dragon scales. The impression. You have advantage on saving throws you make to avoid being charmed or frightened, or to end those conditions on you.
Yep, so it basically gives you a little bit of protection against being charmed or frightened.
Might be good for someone whose wisdom isn't the best. Someone easily manipulatable.
And then,
possibly Dawn.
If you
What? That's crazy.
If you search now in D&D Beyond, there should be an item called Jingle Jangle's Chime of Opening. It is the hollow metal tube. It's about 1 foot long, weighs 1 pound. You can strike it as an action, pointing it towards an object within 120 feet that you want to open. It issues a clear tone, and one lock or latch on the object opens unless the sound can't reach it. If no locks or latches remain, the object itself opens. This chime can be used 5 times. After the 5th time, it ceases to be magical.
That's even less than normal. Does my identify tell me how many times it's been used, or is that just up in the air?
You get the sense that there are it's basically 5 uses left.
5 uses left.
Yes.
We could use one. I'm sure she wouldn't be upset if we used it one.
I mean, we could just say that's payment.
Oh yeah, we don't have to. Yeah, that's fair. All right. Well, I will give the bracelet. I will hold the bracelet out. Ego is not able to know who has bad wisdom, but it is magical. Apparently, if you wear it, it will allow things to not really be able to magically influence you, make you scared of them, make you charmed by them. It helps you keep yourself in control of yourself. Puts that kind of just on the floor. And this is Jingle Jangles. And it is basically a magic key. If we hit it against something, all its secrets shall not be able to be kept from us, because it will open.
Right.
Like that chest.
Nice, yeah.
And that is the successful identify spell.
Mm-hmm.
Did you check can you check the chest? Can you identify the chest? Like the magical...
Actually, I think there is something in the identify. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Choose one object. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn the properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement, how many charges it has. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. So I can try and identify the chest as well, yeah.
Yeah. So when you identify it...
People should really use identify more.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Good spell.
Whoopsie. There we go. Yeah, so you cast Identify on this chest, and you would know that this chest requires a specific key to be used. It is trapped. There is basically, like, you would get the sense that, like, Tasha's hideous laughter is basically, like, somehow imbued into this chest. I would say, like, it would require manual inspection to understand, like, how the trapping mechanism works, but you know that it is, like, you basically would tell that it's trapped with Tasha's hideous laughter.
That tracks.
It's not a super bad spell. Do you remember at the carnival when the man walked by the statue and he started laughing uncontrollably?
Yes.
It's the same magic, so it's not going to hurt anybody if we open this chest. It's just going to give them a little bit of laughter.
I should say it's like Tasha's hideous laughter is the closest thing to it. It's not like a 1-for-1.
Okay.
But it's not going to be something along those lines. It's the vibe you get there. Isn't like a specific
it's a
spell
similar,
yeah.
Okay.
It's a similar kind of magic to that, at least. It's actually rather iconic, that spell. Tasha's a name I've maybe heard before. I don't know. But she do be kind of like the witch of witches. So, I don't know if Mom has ever talked about Tasha. At least her spells. I don't know.
Your mom has not. And anytime you
Okay.
asked, she told you that you didn't need to worry about that.
Shut up. Don't
Yeah, no, she
don't
was
talk
like,
about Tasha.
no, like actually your mom would have been like, I don't want to hear that name. Like, don't talk to
Oh.
me about her.
Actually, yeah. Actually, this is a spell from a very bad lady whose name I'm not allowed to say.
Why?
My mother said so.
Your mother's not here.
She said very bad things would happen to me if I say that name.
I mean, your mother.
But
People's.
the spell I don't think is going to be super harmful. The chest would need a specific key, probably one that Agden had or knew of.
Okay.
But the chime could open it. Do you want me to?
Yeah,
Open
hit
it?
it with the chime. Yeah.
I will hit the chest with the chime.
Yeah, you do that, and the chest opens. You would see that, like, basically, like, if you tried to open this chest, like, if you tried to pick this lock and were not successful, a little, like, needle would shoot out and prick the lockpicker in the hand and imbue a poison into them. You can see that now, from, like, the opening of the chest. But none of y'all get poked, because you see that it's there. You open up this chest, and within it... Tell me I didn't close that again, did I? Okay. Yeah, so... You would
Hits it,
see...
and it's like, oh, C sharp.
No, okay, so within this chest... I'm about to make your day. Within this chest, first of all, there is a crude drawing of a frog-like old woman. You can only assume it's Bavlorna. Purposefully drawn to look even more like wretched and unpleasant. And then, like, on the side, there is a little rabbit with a blue scarf running away from her, holding, like, a big, like, treasure bag. Underneath that, you find this, like, giant hat. It's black, it's pointed, it has a massive brim. And, like, stitched on and almost, like, attached into the brim are taxidermied bats, frogs, and rats. Like, they're, like, little taxidermied guys, like, attached to the brim of this hat.
Wow, you got a hat upgrade.
Yeah.
Your helm just got upgraded on. You just found like an orange item.
Boy!
Legendary
Mhm.
item acquired.
Yeah.
It has bats on it.
It does. There's like little bats hanging down, and then like a frog and a rat maybe like fighting or something on top of it, but they're just like taxidermied, and it's like they're just there. Let's see.
I have her hat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You would, let's see, what else would be in there? Sorry, 1 second. So that is basically, I mean, you could definitely get like a, oh, Clover, do you still have your magic eyes on? It's magical.
That's magic. You're probably gonna want to identify it before you put it on.
It is imbued with
Conjuration.
conjuration magic, which is kind of like a yellowy orange color.
Ego does not do the ritual for this one. I'll use a spell slot for that. And
It's a hat
do it
of vermin.
immediately.
It's a hat of vermin.
Oh my god.
It has 3 charges. When you're holding or wearing the hat, you can expend a charge, speak a command word, and you summon a bat, a frog, or a rat. The summoned creature appears in the hat and instantly tries to get away from you as quickly as possible. It's not friendly or hostile, and it's not under your control. It behaves as an ordinary creature of its kind and disappears after 1 hour, or when it drops to 0 hit points. You regain all of your charges daily at dawn.
I just get to make regular rats.
Yeah, it's just like a rat in a hat.
Nice.
I take... Because I would have found my regular hat in my stuff. But now I have 3 hats.
Yeah,
One
you
is
do.
a corpse, though. So that's getting tossed out the window. Which
You're
means
tossing the
hat
corpse
comes
hat
off.
out?
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
it is kind of cool. Maybe I should collect hats.
You're just gonna keep
But
stacking
it's like
them on
rigor
top of
mortis
each other?
now. It's like a rigor mortis now.
That's gonna be gross. That's gonna be a gross hat.
It's gonna be a gross hat.
Yeah, it's not
Not
like
my-
properly preserved.
No, it's not my hat. Yeet! That goes, it skips along the water a little bit and then sinks. Which means, actually, yeah, there's all the hair. It just all pools out completely. Waterfalls of hair. Just all out, all on the floor. And a new hat.
Yeah, you would also find in there that there is like this cloak.
Oh,
That like
my
is the
God.
same. It's like the same. You almost like don't even notice it because it's laying in there and it like looks exactly like the wood of the chest.
Invisibility cloak.
And
Cool.
hold on, sorry, I'm pulling up. You guys have been working hard, so I'm giving you some extra stuff here. I'm doing this in real time.
Oh wow. Wow. Getting spoiled.
Let's see. There is also a little like glass jar that has this like thick, translucent like paste almost in it, or like gel.
Ooh.
And then there's one more thing that is in there. You also find there's like this ring that's in there that is this like dark hammered metal, and it's like shaped and carved to look like a human skull, with one eye closed, and then the other eye is like this tiny like yellow gem.
All right. Well, everyone else is still chilling, taking like a short rest that'll eventually become a long rest. Ego is perfecting this ritual. Ego, like, don't even bother to get rid of the candles and stuff. Just sort of like, let's do some chain casting, identifies on things. Ego's kind of excited. It's like, I've seen my mom do this all the time. I got a new hat. Let's figure out what this stuff is.
Yep, so, and I think you could probably do this with Clover because she has the magic eyes. She would also see that, like, the little cloak that you grabbed, as well as the six-sided die that was in that backpack, those are magical.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah.
Yeah. So, the ring is known as a ring of obscuring. The mantle is called Nature's Mantle. The die is a charlatan's die. The cloak is a cloak of billowing. And then the container is like a tin of restorative ointment, like Hitam's restorative ointment.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm sure I did not say it right.
I think that's right.
Out of character, the Nature's Mantle is pretty much for you, Aurum.
Oh, really?
It's Druid or Ranger.
Oh, okay.
Only.
I don't know what that is, but sure. I'll take it.
The ointment has 4 doses in the jar.
Okay. Let me just.
I put it into the loot and I wrote 4 doses.
I was just about to add
you.
4 doses. Yeah, so just for your knowledge, Aurum, I mean, obviously we're not fully kind of aware of each other's classes, but it is a cloak that shifts color and texture to blend in with the terrain surrounding you. So not exactly like an invisibility cloak, but like a camouflage cloak.
Yeah.
Like in Lord of the
While
Rings
wearing
when
it-
they have those cloaks that they look like a rock.
Yeah. While wearing the cloak, you can use it as a spellcasting focus for your druid and ranger spells, so that'll keep your hands open to punch.
Okay.
And while you are in an area that is at least lightly obscured, you can hide as a bonus action, even if you are
Nice.
being directly observed.
That's good for hunting.
It's great for hunting.
It's good for hunting. It's really good fun.
And then let's see. The restorative ointment, obviously we can kind of all use that. Might be better to have someone that like can't normally heal hold on to it, but if someone who normally heals anyway wants, like, anyone can hold it really. The ring of obscuring is a 3 times a day up. Well, it's got 3 charges. You can cast fog cloud. It's attunement. Another one that's good for that's the Kristy, the slumbering scaled ornament.
Let me grab the link for you because it's a homebrew thing.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
But it should appear when you search it in like D&D Beyond.
I think I found it.
Again, so the ring, anyone can be useful to have some fog cloud spells. I would say give it to Don just because he's got plenty of open attunement right now,
Yeah.
and a little bit of free magic is all well and good. The charlatan's die, while it also requires attunement, what it could be really useful for us making deals, because what it is you roll the die, and if you're attuned to it, you get to decide what number it lands on. So it could be really good for cheating people, because it is a charlatan's die.
Yeah, even better if you attune to it and then give it to a different party member, so they're the one that's using it, and you're just sitting in the background controlling what number it lands on.
Mm-hmm. Because I kind of took the Cloak of Billowing, and I've taken the Hat of Vermin. Now, neither of those are attunement, so actually all of my attunement is full. But, whoever wants the restorative ointment can take it. And whoever wants the charlatan's die can take it. Ego is perfectly happy with a cloak and a hat.
Don will take the die. He doesn't really care
Okay.
about any of these things here, but he thinks the die might be fun to mess around with.
Are you also gonna take the ring? The ring is useful for anybody, pretty much.
Sure.
It's just, it is a full action to cast, so.
Mhm.
But maybe
Sure.
outside of combat. Okay. Who wants the restorative ointment? I mean, if no one really wants to particularly say that they have it, then I'll hold it because that gives, the wizard possibility of being able to kill somebody.
I'm going to interject with a quick question. What are you doing about the big book that you grabbed? Are you going to look at that now or later? Because you guys do want to take a long rest, right?
Yeah, I mean, ego is good. I was with a short rest. I'll have spell slots back. Like, the only reason why I would sleep is because I'm tired.
Mhm.
So I would be willing to read the big book because I know it was a big book of writing.
Okay, so I'm gonna just explain that to you, and then we'll kind of like wrap up, and then you guys can divvy up like who's taking what magic item off screen.
Yeah.
So this book, after looking through it for a bit, you realize that this is like a guest log. Basically, like the Harengon have a toll system. It's, to loosely describe it, for anybody traveling through tollways trying to get to like Downfall, for example, they can pay a toll of 1 trinket per day to pass through the tollways unbothered by the brigands, or they are allowed to pay with like a precious memory, which would have been actually, it's not even the tollways, it's just like anybody who's traveling through hither would have to pay. So makes sense why they stopped you in the first place, and then when you didn't pay, they came after you. So you are looking through this list of names, and you would come across a few different names. The first one that you see is Sir Ravelat. And you're smart enough to know that that's Sir Talavar backwards. That's his alias. You also see the name Sam the Satyr with a note scribbled by it that says unpaid. You would see all of your names are in it. It says unpaid. You would see the name Hurley, the name Gleam, the name Glister,
Gleam.
the name
Wait, Gleam
Sumai. Oh.
Wait. I take notes. Isn't Gleam one of the twins?
Yes. Gleaming.
Yes.
Isn't it Gleam and Glister?
Yes, it's the twins' memories.
Yeah, the ones that attacked Dove. Well, one of them attacked Dove. Okay. The Selenelian.
Yeah, Selenelian.
Sorry.
You would also see the name Razil Uthamar with a note that says unpaid. Ego, that name sounds familiar to you.
Yeah,
Roll a history check at
that
disadvantage.
sounds familiar to me too.
History check at disadvantage is an 18.
Ooh.
So you see that name, and instantly a memory of your time in the Feywild after you were lost there comes back to you. You recall encountering a high elf, a woman, in your travels, who took pity on you and passed along some skills so that you could better defend yourself.
Teacher!
You would remember vaguely that she was kind of suspicious. She didn't really reveal a lot about herself.
Yeah.
But you're realizing now that, like, this is the person who taught you blade singing.
Teacher. Now wait, Kristy, didn't you say that name rings a bell for you?
I think that's just me, the player. I don't know why, but I feel like I've heard that name before.
It does not ring any sort of a bell for Clover, I can tell you that much.
It's just Kristy being weird. Mind melding.
Okay, was her toll paid?
Unpaid.
Yeah, she isn't gonna pay that toll, motherfucker. She's gonna fucking stab a rabbit. All right, she's been through.
Yeah, and I would say also now, knowing what you know, that you were, like, things that you were told by Sir Talavar, you do not believe she was associated with, Titania. You also do not believe she was associated with the Queen of Air and Darkness.
All right.
Courtless?
Possibly. I mean, she's not an Eladrin. She's a high elf.
Yeah. True.
She definitely was, like, she gave the impression of, like, nobility. Or somebody who definitely, like, based on how you've heard Talavar talk, someone who had some kind of courtly upbringing or lifestyle, but based on how Talavar has described those two courts to you, you don't think she was associated with either of them.
Alright. Possibly a little bit of a rogue Fey noble. Mayhaps. Interesting. Teacher?
Why?
Yeah.
I've had 2 women teach me in my life, and they're both
Bad bitches.
Bad
kind of bad.
Yeah, but then, is there anything that anybody else would like to do before you embark on a long rest?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Well, the group of you is able to get a long rest. Feel free to mark that on your sheet. Towards the end of it, the Bullywugs come back, telling you that they have successfully... Oh my goodness, he's a crazy boy. They have successfully delivered the prisoner to the court, much to the joy of King Gullop the 19th, and they would report with great excitement that the capture of the Harengon Menace has strengthened his rule further. If you let them explain, they'll tell you that basically for his, like, countless crimes against Bullywug kind, he was not given a trial by combat, he was sentenced to death.
Oh.
Yeah, they were just like, you, like, do not pass go, do not collect $200. So they chopped his head off. They would tell you that they chopped his head off, but the scarf stayed on.
Could not be me. L.
Yeah.
Ratio.
I mean, it sounds like he was like a kind of really bad guy, so I'm gonna say it. Rare King Gullop the 19th W.
So rare.
like rare W for my man.
Yeah, but that is what happened.
Wow.
When the Bullywugs were left to decide what would go on with him. So yeah, King Gullop's rule is even stronger than ever. But yeah,
Horrible news for the Baron of Muckstump.
that's true. As the group of you recovers from your long rest, that is where we will conclude tonight's session, as I'm a little bit over time here.
Yeah.
So thank you to my lovely players for being here with me. Thank you to everybody watching. Thank you all for the raids. That was really awesome. You guys were very excited. We love to see it. Yeah, don't forget to check out Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games. Thank you, Sirenscape. Thank you to Suncraft. Also, Provo Birthday Week is the 21st.
Next Friday.
Yeah, it starts next Friday. And so not next Thursday, but the Thursday after, we will be streaming as part of Provo Birthday Week, and there's going to be a bunch of giveaways, so you should totally show up and maybe win something to be given away. But yeah, are there any announcements that anyone would like to make? Other than that?
on top of birthday week, there is a brand new campaign starting during birthday week. So come join them for episode 1 of Dragonbane.
Oh, nice. Is that on Monday?
Monday.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Good stuff. Yeah, well, hey, when you're traumatized by the blood of countless people on your hands, and you're trying not to kill more people, but like you just can't help but take lives, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus.
Hey.
And we'll see you next week.
Love you. Bye.
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 Bye.